Hello, little DeAndre, Fire, and Sane, and anyone else that's coming in over on Twitch or YouTube. Just about to get started. No worries. And Dino. Anti-furry. Yeah, no, that happens sometimes. YouTube can kind of be a dickhead sometimes. Hello, Roy. First, your dibs. Got it. Roy was first. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody. Oh, shit, looks like we're having that bug again. That's unfortunate. Yep. We're having that bug again. Means I gotta fucking close the chat and reopen it. I won't be able to do the chat for a moment, guys. Sorry. Let's see. We're on... Where is it? Streamer bot. There we go. That's the guy. Oh, no. I mean, like... hello, Carla. I guess it was showing my... What? It shouldn't. I just reloaded streamer bot. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, and then platforms, YouTube, broadcasts, monitor. Yep, working now. Good. Good. You're gonna like and sub. Thanks, Zane. I appreciate it. Balls. Thanks, Roy. And hello, Tommy. Welcome back. And thank you, Dino. How's it going, Keep? Merp, you mean? Yeah. I don't know. I don't speak Korean. Hello, Jedi. Merp's using his brain. Thanks, Zane. I'm doing. It's going good. Normal. I just had lunch. Autocorrect's a bitch. Yeah. Will I play My Singing Monsters? Probably not. Yeah, that probably won't ever happen, actually. You have a question. What are my thoughts on the anti-furry community? I think you're all dumb. Being haters on anything that makes people happy is dumb, for the most part. Let me turn down the music. It's a bit loud. I'm not a furry, but, like, I have friends that are furry, so you know... Yeah, Bunny didn't stream yesterday. Yeah, Bunny, what the fuck? You said you were gonna stream, Bunny. What the fuck? I was gonna show up, too. And Bunny decided not to. Bunny decided, no stream for me, I guess. Fucking... Yeah, Roy, you got it with that second emoji. Your group... I agree, most of the anti-furry community are special, but our group is working towards fixing that. I'm not going to be joining any anti-anything community. I have friends that are furries. I'm not anti-furry, just like specifically. Okay. Just to be clear, I'm not anti-furry. Someone go summon Bunny so she can yell at this guy? I don't know. Probably not. You woke up at 6? Let's see. Boop. Alright, let's see. She ain't here at the moment. She's probably at work. She's only I only know that she's off on Mondays. I hate Mondays, but you know, that's what I get. It's not easy being orange. Yeah, she's probably working today. I wouldn't be surprised. Weird. Why have that name? And why have that name? It's very polarizing, which isn't great. You're gonna go make boy dinner? Hell yeah. What game is this? This is Maple Story. We're gonna play some Maple Story again. For the billionth time in a row. Is my inventory full? It might be getting close. Yeah, it's getting close. We'll have to sell it. Let's... Oh. Oh. That might be good. I'm gonna lock that. Then you'll join me. Hell yeah. Go enjoy boy dinner. Go enjoy your boy dinner, boy. Money first, people second. For sure, for sure. Do 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 do. There we go. Okay, let's get to the grind, guys. Back to the grind. Am I out of... Well, that's surprising. So, but how's the wife? How's the kids? My wife is doing well, obviously. We overcame a bit of a scare the other day, so we're pretty good. We're pretty good, I would say. I no longer have any incubus. Incubus. Slow. We overcame a bit of a scare yesterday. Our power went out on like one side of the house, and we figured it out without having to call an electrician. Yay! Isn't that nice? Yeah, nice. We didn't have to call nobody. We did it ourselves. I mean, you can be, I'm sure, but I don't really want to associate with a group that uses a polarizing name like that, because that's not great. No worries, you're fine, you're fine. You can stick around if you want, but I will not be joining that group, unfortunately. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, princess. But no, we're gonna try to get some levels in, see if we can max out our new attack skill, see if we can get maybe like level 80 today. I don't know if we're gonna get that high. Really depends on how quickly we can kill stuff. Really depends on how quickly I can kill stuff. I don't know. We'll find out. We might already be out leveled in this area just because of how quickly the duders are dying. Might need to move on to a better spot. I don't know though. Gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. Very, very awesome. Yesterday we got to level 75 on our Marauder. So some people in the Chrono Story Discord are wondering why I play so many characters. It's mostly because I'm not a big fan of the end game yet. We need some balancing before I really get into that with the other characters. Plus, I want to play every character in the game, every class in the game. You do find idiotic to force things on. Yeah, that's good. Hell yeah. That's a good ideology to have, for sure. Absolutely, positively. You know, like Dragon Canyon, it doesn't really have anything to do with Dragon Canyon Twiz. It has to do with the fact that that party play kind of sucks, and a lot of the mostly because of hey Gunda, more Chocobo slaughter for sure. How you doing, Gunda? It has mostly to do with the fact that like well, I mean, I guess Dragon Canyon is okay. It's just the layouts on those on a lot of the maps there aren't Fantastic. And then the party play maps are very gatekeepy. I play a lot of like lesser popularity classes so far. So it's not like it's easy to find a party, but it feels gatekeepy. I'd rather wait for more stuff to be introduced, and specifically classes to be balanced, so everyone feels like they're useful. Hey, brother man. Hello, Sam. Chocolate-covered almonds. If you get anything but 1 million of it, what could it be? Can't be money. 1 million of something? It's never gonna be, I know it's never gonna be perfectly balanced, but I'd like to see some, at least the outliers, nip. You know what I mean? Bowmaster. I know that Corsair is doing okay. However, they're only good in solo, and only after you hit like level 170, which isn't great. You know, Night Lord. I'd like to see the ones that are having the most problems, at least somewhat. What am I getting? What? Oh, for the million of something. Mayonnaise. I should have said subscribers. Damn it. It's too late. No take backsies, unfortunately. I guess I have 1 million mayonnaise now. Why not? I play the same game every day, Sam. I play this game a lot, but not every day. Most of the time lately, but for sure. You'll never be wanting for sandwich condiment. For sure, you're right, Gunda. 100%. Mostly play your Shadower now? I mean, yeah, Shadower's actually in a decent spot from what I've heard. But, you know. I kind of want to play all the classes so I have so I can help. Okay, so for boy dinner, okay. Trying to level your fire poison. Yeah, that'd be a really good farmer, kind of. Instant ramen potato chips, specifically. Which flavor of Doritos though, and which flavor of ramen? I can't have that kind of dinner, Gunda. I have a high blood pressure, mild high blood pressure. I've gotten it under control through diet and exercise, but I can't have that much salt. I also love sodium. That's the main reason why I had high blood pressure. Doctors can suck your dick. I'd rather not die, so I'm good. I can just cut back where I need to, and I can just eat the right shit and diet and exercise, and it's all good. I needed to lose some weight anyway. Cool Ranch and chicken flavor. Okay, classics. Level 135, finally able to get 100 million EXP per hour. That's cool, that's cool. You want beef noodles, though? I don't know. Cool Ranch is the best flavor of Dorito. A lot of people would agree with you on that one, and I say it is one of the best flavors of Doritos, but I feel like it's a strong contender. I'm not a big fan of spicy nacho. I like I think nacho and Cool Ranch are like the goats, and then there's a strong contender in sweet and spicy chili flavor, whatever it is. Sweet chili. Yeah, sweet chili. Yeah, that one. Sweet chili. Make a mashed potatoes, steak, fries, and street corn. That's pretty good. I'm not a big fan of street corn because I don't like mayonnaise on corn. I like everything else about street corn. I just hold the mayonnaise and I'm good with it. In Korea, they had a barbecue chicken flavor that slapped your tits in the next week. Man, I haven't been to South Korea. I'll have to find this. If I ever go there, I'll have to find this. As for you're finally level 135, enabling 100 million EXP per hour, Twiz. That's good. That's good. Again, I'm not training all my high level duders. Once I get all the classes to 125-ish, somewhere in there, I'll probably I'll probably. Why you need mashed potatoes and fries? Sometimes you want the variety. You want the crunch. Sometimes I accidentally order mashed potatoes and fries at restaurants. Because I panic. Has anyone had that? The waiter comes up and goes, oh yeah, what do you want for your entree? And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this steak or whatever. And they're like, how do you want that, medium? And they're like, what about your sides? And you're like, in your head, you're like, shit, I forgot about the sides. Give me mashed potatoes and French fries. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, fuck. I should have ordered like corn or something. Okay, GD News, why? Loaded baked potato fries? I mean, obviously that'd be good. You can't go wrong with that. Really, a loaded baked potato fries is just sour cream, cheese, and bacon over fries. So it's just cheese fries without sour cream and bacon. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. That's cool, GD News. Sure. Are you like 10 years old? Trying to like push boundaries in other people's chats? Like trying to get yourself banned in other people's chats? 19? Just pushing boundaries? No? Well, just forewarning that being like that and going in other people's chats and doing random shit like that will get you banned in other people's chats. You're trying to rage bait Christians? Oh, that's so. Yeah, you are going in other people's chats, being a shitter, trying to get yourself banned. You know, that won't just get you banned in Christian chats. A lot of people will just ban you on the spot because they'll believe you're a troll. I was very close to just banning on the spot, believing you were a troll. And you are a troll. Now, I'm not Christian. So if you want to rage bait someone, try a different chat. I'm just warning you. A lot of the time you'll just get banned outright, regardless of who you go into for that shit. Boy short is for boyfriend. What? That's your friend's name? Boy short? Don't rage bait my friend. Thanks, Gunda. Appreciate it. Boy short Flauterry. The world is very homophobic. I feel like most people don't care. I feel like most people don't care what you do and just don't want you to go in and like talk about it to their faces. And it's the vocal minority that is actually against gayness. I feel like the majority of people either are perfectly fine with it or just don't care what you do as long as you don't shove it in their face. No, that doesn't matter. Like, I don't want to see people making out in general, personally speaking. I just meant more like if you walk into a room and you start spreading the word of anything, people are going to be offended by that. People have been offended by that for years, and people try to spread the word of religion in the first place. It's the same thing. You're doing the same thing that they did. and people are not going to be happy about it. Just like people aren't happy about it when people try to spread Christians. Yeah, and people aren't happy about it when Christians do it either. It's nothing about the context. It's just about people don't like to be told to do stuff. You're doing the same thing. It's ass backwards. What if you're spreading peanut butter over toast? That's different. That's different. That's different. Come into the room that I'm in and spread peanut butter all over me anytime. I'm okay with it. Yeah. I have no problem with that. I think the majority of people wouldn't have a problem with that. You're doing the same thing, that's the point? Yeah, but you're not just annoying Christians, you're annoying everybody. You're doing what Christians are doing. Sussy as fuck stream. I have no idea what we're talking about, Galaxy. I'm just speaking my truth. Where are the others? Kara's eating boy dinner, and Bunny's probably selling Chinese food right now because she works in a Chinese food place. So that Kara will join us after he's done eating his boy dinner. I want to spread the word of the dangers of breaking your legs. So I'm gonna go ahead and break break people's legs to let them know that breaking your legs sucks. Depends on where you live in the state. If you're in the United States. It's because Christianity is a religion, and therefore they have certain protections as a religion, whereas having any gender any preference in terms of sexuality is sexuality and not a religion. Which I do think is pretty ass backwards in the way that things are done. I feel like people should have protections over certain things. Being cis is protected? Not really. Not really. I mean, like, there are things that are, like... I'm not going to go into that particular topic, but not really. Of course there are bigoted people, but I mean, like, regardless. Commonwealth of Independent States? For sure, exactly. You got it. How'd you know, Gunda? Bigots ruin society, correct. You don't think all short boys have partners? So that so you guess it's just a boy? Is a boy short for boyfriend, or just a boy? Weird questions all around. Weird questions all around. About the word? I'm confused. Tom Holland has a partner, and he's a short king. Kara has a partner, and he's like 2 feet tall. So surprises me very, very much so as well. He is someone's little pog champ after all. very strange day so far. Very strange day so far. First, we had a troll come into the chat trying to be a troll. Unfortunately, I'm not a Christian. I mean, like, as you can tell by me being a VTuber on the internet, I'm probably not the target audience he's looking for to rage bait. Like, not the target audience for a troll. At least that particular brand of troll. Very strange. If I could be a hero, who will you be, and who is your wife in the story? My wife's my wife. And I'm a regular guy as normal, and I made my wife a sandwich for when she got home from work. I feel like that might happen today too. Except it probably won't be a sandwich. It'll probably be something better than a sandwich. So therefore, I'm an even bigger hero than in the story. With mayo, no doubt. Of course, we have 1 million mayo. Of course, we have 1 million mayonnaise at this point. So I'm a man. I'm man. I'm regular guy named Merpins, who lives in a house and has a wife and some cats. And then I'm a VTuber sometimes. Yeah. I think I was already doing that though. Oh no, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's just a guy. No, I have the powers of an everyday human person. So therefore I'm just normal. Oh, I figured out my superpower. I don't get depression. That's a superpower, right? In this day and age, that's definitely a superpower, I think. That's a bad superpower, not getting depression? Are you sure? I feel like that's a good superpower. I feel like that's an excellent superpower to have. Oh, hiccup. Gotta sell my shit. Oh my god, someone catch him, he can't get depression. Let's open up our training tracker so we can actually see how much EXP this gives. About 5 mil. $100 Mattheon tentacles. Actually, we're gonna go do that quest real quick because that might give us a couple levels. We're actually gonna go do that. Hold up. Hold the fucking phone. Boop boop boop. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-boop-ba-doo-bip-boo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-boop-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-boop-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-dee-doo. Doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-boop-boo. Feel like you're the type of guy that has shape-shifting powers? You'd be a sandwich or a sandwich maker? That's a weird one. I don't have 500 this time. I only have 71. So we got to kill a bunch of Madions. But that'll get us another level. We got written 2 levels from this easy. What an easy 2 levels this is, actually. Sandwich artist, for sure, for sure. How'd you know? How'd you know that I'm an artist for sandwiches? Oh yeah, we also have a bunch of shit that we can use. We have just so much shit we can use right now. We're gonna go use it. We got this thing. Burpins, right? Some burpins. Yep. Brown work gloves. See, these are 8 attack. Well, let's see if we can make some 12 or 14 attack work gloves. It's not going to happen. That ain't going to happen, but we can give it a try. 13 cape for defense. No thanks. Cape for defense. I don't need these at all. Why would I need these? 8. Claw for attack. Don't need that either. Sandwiches are art for sure. Work of fart. Work of sandwich. Earring dex 10% though. I don't need those. Earring int 10% as well. Don't need those. Earring luck 14 of those. Don't need those at all either. Glove defense. Not what we're looking for. Glove defense as well. 13 of these. Knuckler accuracy. And spear accuracy. Now we need scroll for gloves for attack. 60%. We need 7 of them, which is exactly what we got. Let's hope for the best, guys. Let's hope for the best. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't actually see any of those. I covered my screen. And we got 4, and they're garbage. Excellent. Instant garbage. We needed at least 5. Can you I can believe it. My luck with this game is so bad, I can totally believe it. They're worse than my current gloves. They're so bad I can just drop them. In fact, I'm just gonna... Here you go. Gone forever. Fucking 30 seconds of work to want a Korean maple story. Yeah. It is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. I was hoping for something good. I haven't had a good scrolling session in a while. We haven't had any good scrolling sessions in a good long while. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. All right. Look, Gun is also a streamer. Kids who come in and ask for shoutouts, or anyone that comes in and asks for a shoutout, that's very common to just ignore. In fact, I will basically ignore anyone who comes in and asks for a shout out. It doesn't matter what the shout out's for. You gotta shout them out, obviously. Totally. Totally gonna. You're 100% right. Obviously. UPS. United Postal Service. Of course. The Postal Service? My wife used to work at UPS. Now she works at the USPS as a mailman. My wife is now a mailman. Ah! Things always gotta get where they gotta go, for sure. My wife is a mailman. Very progressive, for sure. My wife identifies as male/man. I'm lucky, yeah, for sure. Your wife identifies as D/Lucian. We're trying to get a bunch of calamari here. Because we need it for this quest. Of course, Tommy, of course. I'll let Bunny know if I see her. She probably won't pop in today because she's working, but... Yeah, I leveled up. I realize. We were talking shit and I forgot. Later. We're about halfway there, halfway done with this quest. Bet I already had some tentacles. Some Squidward tentacles, of course. Hey, Hatch, how you doing? How you doing, Hatch?
That's why we love
And
our
Raindrop.
dog. Love you, babe. Love you, babe.
Love, babe. Pretty good? Pretty good? Hell yeah. He's doing pretty good. Heck yeah. We're getting our Marauder on today. Hey, not much, man, not much. Just getting my Marauder on, getting my marauding in. I'm we're slapping these squids until they tentacle. Embossing since this morning. Also got about 10 books at Leafree. Hell yeah. I've been ignoring high level content. What class is this? This is Marauder. This would be a pirate. This is not a Corsair. This is the other one. This Brawler. Marauder / Buccaneer / Brawler. Their second job kind of sucks, but it's fine. Their third job kind of sucks, but it's fine rather. Like, I could be using this skill. Wait, this skill. But it does so much less damage that I might as well be using this one. Despite it hitting like 2 less, maybe even 4 less monsters. Just back it up in all monsters and then do that. Been slacking a bit. What are you playing again, Raindrop? I forgot. Remind me, I forgot. Band, what level are you at? Like in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 50s, 60s? And what have you been playing, Hatch? I know your original account is still currently banned. Bandit is a great choice. I'll be making a bandit once we get more character slots. I'm making it on my main account because I have a really good thing. Noise, Raindrop, noise. Noise. Hello. How are you enjoying Hero, by the way? Bandit 4th job is pretty cool too. I really like their single target attack skill, and I think their mobbing skill is okay. I just really like their single attack skill, and then also their mobbing skills that cause explosions. Otherwise, it's like, eh. Bit confused on your weapon choice. Best weapon choice for a hero is sword and board. Just because you can enchant your sword, your sword and your board. You can scroll them both for a weapon attack. It's because you can scroll the shield with weapon attack 60%. So you can get a shield to get 14 weapon attack if you get lucky. And then the last unwelcome guest shield is actually very good. It also gives accuracy, I think. I don't know if it's necessary, but and if you ever make a paladin on the same account, you can just swap weapons because your paladin can use the same shit, which is funny. Were you looking into the other cape, Lith Harbor Gatch, by the way? Other than the cape, brown work gloves. I just tried to scroll a pair of brown work gloves today, and I got 4 out of 7. So I immediately dropped them and never looked back. I'm not salty. You are. Also, the purple adventurer cape and the yellow earrings, whatever they're called, yellow emerald earrings, whatever. If you end up playing a mage, although yellow emerald earrings also have dexterity on them, they might be better than last and welcome guest earrings. I don't know. I don't think they are. And have to have a lower multiplier than one-handed sword over the two-handed. It does, However, the amount of attack power and speed makes up for it. He did set up the multiplier, yes. It'd be nice if he could. It'd be nice if he could raindrop, but it would make getting end game gear too easy, so no. Well, no, it's just like if you're planning on making a mage on your account, I'd recommend going for the purple cape eventually. But if you're not planning on going a mage at all or anytime soon, then once you get your purple your pink adventurer cape and a brown work glove that you've scrolled well, so 12 attack or higher, then you can go to Omega Sector. Omega Sector Gachapon is just the second best because you can get your best in slot earring. In fact, I feel like the best in slot earring is better than going for the brown work gloves. And then once you get your best in slot earring and you've scrolled it well, then going for the brown work gloves is then you would do. But you can go either or. And obviously you want to get a well scrolled pink cape first if you're doing anything other than a mage. But mages use either the purple or the yellow, depending. Because the yellow has most slots. There we go. I mean, add this map just in case. I have to come back. I think this is the last one. There might be one that requires 600 tentacles. Maybe I forget. So you can reroll stats, but there's no like reversing scroll times. Correct? Yeah. Not yet. We're hoping for like white scrolls or whatever, but yep, that was it. What else we got? Yeti and Pepe's. Oh, we can do Yeti and Pepe. Okay, good. We can do that. Let's do that. I will add map and go there. What's good enough attack on a brown work glove to keep? If you don't have a 10 attack glove at all, 10. I mean, any amount is good if you don't have a decent work glove or a decent glove already. There are 999 quests for a while. I don't think they go up until level 100. I think they go up until this last one. I think the Yeti and Pepe might be the last one for me. But only recently did they go this high. So good enough stats for round work glove to keep would be 12 attack or 14 attack. Obviously 14 attack is the highest you can get. Add map. Boop 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 boop. Ice Valley too, I think. I do. You could do 30%. It makes so you need to succeed less. But I'd only use 30% if I was brain dead. If I had enough pairs of brown work gloves to actually facilitate using those. But for the most part, I wouldn't do that only because I usually don't have enough brown work gloves. I usually only ever have one at a time, if any. You have 2 more chances left. You're at 8 attack. If you already have a 10 attack glove, then you're going to go 60%. If you don't already have a 10 attack glove, you're also going to go 60%. So either way, Remember, you miss any chances you don't take. Gambler's fallacy. Just remember the gambler's fallacy, and it'll make you sad. Oh, you can't wait to get your first brown work glove so you can throw 7 60% on it and watch as it only goes, you only get 3 out of the 7. Yeah, I mean, I love it when that happens. It happens every time too, which is weird. It's my favorite, Hatch. It's my favorite. I fucking love it when that happens. Makes me so fucking happy. It's so fucking awesome, right, Krez? Exactly. The fucking best. Welcome back, Kraz. You still at work? You still working hard / hardly working? It is like a little past noon, almost 1. So you saw someone with 16 attack the other day? Well, that person, is a fucking cheater. Yeah. Working while hard? Sorry, Kraz. We have to fire you, Kraz. We have to fire you. Working hard again, Kraz. Yeah, we have to fire you, Kraz. He was high level, though? I mean, you know... Some people... just get all the luck, and... I hate them. I hope that answers your question, Raindrop. Some people find that scrolling in a game like this is easy, and those people are AI generated. They're made with generative AI to inflate numbers so it looks like everything is doing better than it is. Because as we know, 60% scrolls are actually 20% scrolls. That's just I'm just speaking facts at this point, okay? It's just how this game works, okay? Dude, I feel like the fucking spawn rate's really high right now. What the fuck? I thought like spawn, it had like a timer, not like a they spawn when they die. Or not. Maybe I'm... Oh, no. Yeah. There you go. My life for Iran. If Iran came out, I wouldn't need to play any other class, you know? This is how it is. Oh no, I'm gonna play it for the viewership. There's gonna be a lot of people looking at people playing that game, so I'm gonna play it to inflate my viewer numbers. But I'm definitely not gonna be playing it long term unless it's like the game spawned by Jesus or something like that. Then that's not gonna happen. It's made by Nexon with Inkwell in charge. That's not gonna happen. They're gonna pretend it's the game spawned by Jesus, but it's actually spawned by Lucifer, as we know. That's just how Nexon kind of works. There's a bunch of reasons. I don't trust. Chrono Story has a lot of changes to the game itself that makes it more fun, in my opinion. One of these changes is the leveling speed, but one of the changes is balancing. So like the balancing is good because it's done by people that actually listen to the community. Bote and Vaft. Whereas Nexon isn't going to listen to the community when it comes to balance changes, really. They might a little bit if there's something really out of hand, like really out of pocket there, but they're not going to be listening to the players to really make any specific choices. They're going to be doing stuff that they think is good for the game because they're the devs and they're the ones in charge, and fuck you. The other reason is leveling speeds. The leveling speed here is 2x EXP. There, it's more like 0.8. Keep in mind, getting to level 10 took a couple days. Getting to level 30 will probably take an average player playing a couple hours a day, if you even play that much, you know, months. And level 70 for most people isn't going to be possible. I refuse to be part of that. I will be part of... Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's too long. Obviously, if you're playing for like 6 hours a day every day for a couple months, you'll get to level 70 in a month or two. At most. Probably closer to a month. But that's still a lot of fucking sunken time. Hello, Carla. Speaking of sunken time, what's up, man?
What? Huh? Hi.
Are you? Ow.
Sunken time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I?
No. We were talking about MapleStory Classic World when the Nexon property is going to come out, and why I think it's not going to be good. It really just...
Well, you never are, so...
I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about Nexon.
Doesn't matter. It's still going to be bad.
Of course it's going to be bad. It's Nexon.
You talked to me about this like I even played. Hey, Graz.
Nexon is the company that made MapleStory to begin with, and that owned MapleStory after it was made. They bought it, and it's they're not good. They've never been good. They've only ever made...
That's what happens when companies get bought out.
Yeah, the original devs behind the team sold it. Which is unfortunate. I mean, like, I guess, but I mean, whatever. It wouldn't be the game it is today if it wasn't for that for that sale. I kind of wish it wasn't the game that it is today, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah. So how are you? How are you, friendo?
Boy lunch was good. I am filled with sodium.
Oh, do you feel it vibrating in your soul?
What's that song? Something salt shaker. That's about the best way I could describe it.
So you feel like a living salt shaker. Got it.
Yeah.
That's about right. That's about
also,
how
I think Shay might have inspired me because I ended up drinking soy sauce.
You almost sound like you would say I ended up drinking poison.
Poison? Probably.
Yeah. Almost definitely, actually.
Shay inspired me. I have started drinking soy sauce. I have become infected.
Shay drinks straight soy sauce?
Shay drinks a lot of things. I mean, we're talking about the person who drinks Wingstop Ranch.
I mean, it is good ranch. I've heard.
It is good ranch, but they also drink other various assortment of things.
I don't believe them when they say this, even though employees that work there say this is exactly how it's made. But they say it's just just homemade Hidden Valley Ranch.
Mhm.
Like actually like Hidden Valley Ranch packets.
Yep.
I feel like there's something else to it. That can't be it.
No.
I've made Hidden Valley Ranch from the packets at home, and it does not taste like that.
It's because they put more than just that and like mayo together.
Yeah, they've got to be adding a couple other spices of some kind and just not telling
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
They've got to be. There's no fucking way. Even if that's the base and they can legally say, yeah, this is how we make it, and the employees say, yeah, that's how they make it, I feel like they're not telling us something, and that something is they're adding something else to it, I swear to fuck.
Mm.
It's got to be like they're using like really nice buttermilk and like fucking a couple extra like fresh spices or something.
Oh, okay.
Herbs. I don't know what it is. They're adding crack to it or something. I don't know.
Probably. I don't doubt that.
Yeah, I mean it is Wingstop. How else are they gonna get a returning customer base?
I need that good shit, man.
The quality of their wings ain't the way they're getting returning customers. I tell you that.
Oh.
What the fuck happened in chat? Oh, there was a dude here who came in earlier trying to be a troll to Christians specifically by spreading their gay agenda or whatever it is.
That's kind of cringe.
Yeah, I told them that was cringe. I told them that it was an ass backwards way to approach such a thing. They're like, yeah, but the Christians do it, and like, yeah, no one likes it either.
Okay, listen. There's two different types of motherfuckers who do Christianity. Me, I'm laid back about it. You come into my stream, I'll obviously mention it, but I'm not gonna like just start.
Have you heard the word of Jesus today? Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna be one of them street prophets. Philippians 4:10 says, if you do this and this, that will happen. You, my brother, you are a sinner. You're going straight to hell.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be that type of person now.
That's just how I am. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, of course you are.
Of course.
You're loud as hell. So yeah, I'm very laid back about it. There's two different types. I'm the best type because you're not gonna be like, oh, they're a Christian.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's obvious they're a Christian. No, I'm gonna be like, hey, I love Jesus, but I'm not gonna shove it down your throat.
If you don't suck my balls, you're going to hell. Exactly, Prez.
He'll be a Catholic priest.
No, let's not go there.
I'm sorry. I have to make the joke. You left it right there.
I left it there on the table on purpose. On purpose.
On purpose.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the smoking. It's like when the show introduces the gun in the first episode, they have to use it before the end of the episode. I just wasn't expecting it to happen immediately. In fact, I was hoping it wouldn't happen immediately.
Yeah.
You did that prematurely, my friend. You did that prematurely.
Prematurely, yeah, sure. Anyways, yeah. But no, literally, I'm not even gonna be that like crazy about it. I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Jesus is cool, man. You should try it out. Unless you don't want it, but Jesus is cool.
Yeah. Stick it in your ass. I mean,
okay. Sure. And I've said this multiple times on your streams, as I'm very devout in my faith.
I understand.
So yeah, I'm not gonna be like all crazy about it and stuff, but like yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Really.
It's like when I say stick Jesus up your ass, it doesn't offend you, which is great.
It doesn't offend me because I hear so much bullshit about this already.
Excellent.
It's literally not. It's like not even 90. It's like maybe 40% of your humor.
I would call it less of my humor per se, and just more of my memeing, if anything.
Yeah,
I
probably.
wouldn't call it my humor. My real sense of humor, when I say something funny, it's actually funny. When I say stuff like that, it's like I'm doing it because I want to do it. You know what I mean? It's not there to make people laugh. It's there to make me kind of chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, you used to like talking shit about people's religion and shit.
I just like people. I like to tell people to suck my cock. That's it. That's about it.
Sure. Suck my cock in the name of God.
Les Murph says way worse shit for sure. I love talking about.
To be fair, you do say crazy shit, but also to be fair, when I talk about Jesus, I'm like that one Vader meme. Yo, dudes, the Empire is kind of chill. Maybe you should like join it or something. I'm just so laid back about it.
For sure.
I feel like that's better. I feel like it's better.
I feel like if I'm talking about religion, it's because it's been brought up in chat and someone has asked. Otherwise, I'm not bringing
stated
it up.
that you are agnostic.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Like if like, I'm not gonna bring it up unless someone else brings it up. Generally speaking.
yeah.
Yo, dudes, Christianity is pretty cool. Have you tried fitting it in your ass?
Oh, dudes, Christianity's pretty chill. Maybe you should try like using it, doing it or something. I don't know.
Doing it. Totally. Yo, kids, Christianity's pretty rad. It's pretty swiggity sweet. You should give it a try, yo.
Shut it right there. Shut it right there. Shut it right there. Cease this.
Ain't that right, fellow kids?
End it right now. Cease this madness.
I can say that wholeheartedly that Christianity is definitely not Ohio. That's how the kids say it, right?
Swiggity swooty, the devil's coming for that booty.
Yes, swiggity swooty.
God damn it, Kraz. Why is that so perfect?
Christianity is not cap, fellow kids.
POV, youth pastors.
Yeah, right.
Swiggity swooty, the devil is coming for that booty. Oh, goddamn. Okay.
We know this kind of stuff has been said before. We know in a non-humor context it has been said before. And I find it very funny. Oh, totally, for sure.
Oh my god, dude.
What's up?
Okay, so there's this Twitter post that says, Frisk and Kara are girls, whereas Chris is the guy, and it got community noted. And all it is just a multitude of fandom.wiki Chris pronouns.
Well, has Chris said his pronouns?
It's they, them.
There you
It
go.
will forever be they, them.
Got it. I think, and the reason why it's they them is because it's the player character.
Well, yeah, and also non-binary.
It's non-binary because of the player character. They want to Toby Fox wanted
Chris
it to
is
be
literally non-binary, literally.
for sure. But the reason why they're designed like that is because it's the player character. It makes it so anyone who picks up the game can feel kind of inclusive about it because Chris is they them, and therefore they can project themselves onto them without feeling weird about it. That's the whole point of having the main character, the character that you're playing, have that particular choice, especially when they're a voiceless protagonist. For the most part,
I guess.
Now it might come into play in chapters 6 and 7, but
Thank you for not saying it.
I specifically put a space in between. But that remains to be seen. We don't know yet.
Well, in Deltarune, we've said this multiple times. You are the soul. You are not Chris.
You are the soul and you're not Chris, for sure, yes. But it still helps the player character disassociate or associate better as a character. If the main character, in a game especially like this, where that's a very where these themes are very prevalent, are where the main character doesn't have a specific, like...
It's kind of like Link back in the past. No one knew if he was a boy or a girl, but then later on it just got like kind of confirmed that he was a boy.
Yeah, that's it's the same, like making a character that is unambiguous, making a character that is androgynous is good.
Is Chris androgynous? I feel like he wouldn't be androgynous. I feel like he's just it makes me think of like the whole boy failure, girl failure thing.
You could go that way too. Either way you want to go about it. I feel like the character design is meant to be a homage to the original character design from Undertale. Just older. Just older, I suppose.
If Bunny was here, they would be able to like explain this bull crap.
Bunny is more eloquent with the words.
She's more eloquent.
She's speaky good. She used big word and she know big word good.
She understand big word equal big smart.
Yeah, she know word usually make smart sound.
Yeah. Sup, obnoxious.
Big word good. Thanks, Prez. Yeah. Big word good. Word.
Word.
Yep. Big word.
Big word. What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. So how was your day today so far, Carla? How was your day today so far?
Carla.
Big word. Squidward's older brother. Right. Squidward's older brother, Big Word. Your day's been all right. Only all right though. Only all right.
Yeah. I mean, I came back from sleep study around 6. Passed out around like 8, and just woke up around like 1:40.
Nice.
Ish.
Gotcha.
So I've been a very snoozy.
Of course. Understandable. How about you, Kraz? How was your sleep study?
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Kill me.
It was uncomfortable, but you know, you get used to it after the first 2 hours.
After the first 20 hours, yeah, I get it.
The first 20 hours, I would have been in there for pretty much the whole day.
For sure. For real. No cap, for real.
Merps, you are 31 years old.
Yeah, no cap, for real. Yeah, you're right. I am 30 years old. No cap, for real.
It's not even a joke anymore. Just shut the fuck up. No cap. That's tongue lit.
I guess some Roblox game is being sued for using the tongue secure thing.
That was
a while ago.
It's currently ongoing.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Dude, that feels like forever ago.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That shit's still going on. Yeah, they're still trying to argue that that a corporation can't own AI generated content. Which I hope they win that, because that would set an awesome precedent.
Doesn't make sense for someone to own a prompt.
Right? Right? I feel like it's been dead for longer than that, Krez. I feel like it died on birth. People used it, but it was dead on conception. Let's move. There we go. Kara has been consumed by the salt.
I emit sodium.
He is sodium.
I have become sodium.
Has whole Arkware evolved beyond AI shit and people started making genuine art of it? I mean, for sure, but it was still conceptually AI bullshit. It's an angel born in hell, Merps? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Gogeta reference?
Maybe. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, brother.
How's the mic? How's the sound quality now that Bunny upgraded the server?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good. I feel like
I can't notice much bullshit, but yeah.
I feel like it's much
good.
better. I feel like it's way better. Did you see my recent short?
Flowery.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah. You're eating my flesh.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You were asleep like a sleepy chud at the time. So it was just me.
Well,
and
I
Bunny.
couldn't really be on. Well, I wasn't even asleep. Again, I was doing the bullshit for my
Sure.
mom.
For sure.
One of the only times I could say I wasn't asleep. Genuinely.
In my head canon, you were asleep like a
Your head
genuine...
canon is forever always a head canon because
Yeah,
that's all you fucking use.
Exactly. For no cap, for real.
I'm going to smite you. Oh, you want me anymore? Okay.
Carla doesn't like it when we use bad memes. No cap, Riz that gruz. Thanks, Krez. Skibbity Ohio Riz for sure. I think that might be the worst phrase that's ever come out of my mouth. No cap.
I don't like you. I don't.
No probs, gang. Every time someone uses the word gang, it just makes me think of Brennan Lee Mulligan and how he would say that, which is the whitest way you can imagine a white person saying that. Like Fred from Scooby Doo saying it's time to split up, gang. That's just how it comes to mind. I think I have harmed Carla to the point where he has nothing left to say.
I'm genuinely thinking about, like, I came here to talk. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, you don't want to talk no more?
That's the best I can say.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I like it when you're here so we can talk, you know? You know? But I have depleted Carla's social battery so fast.
You really have.
Excellent. If only Bunny was here, she would revitalize the conversation.
Doubt.
You're right.
She would just feed on more bullshit.
You're right. She'd bring up other bullshit that would drain your battery faster, like sounding or some shit.
God.
You know. Which I won't go into because I also dislike the concept with the entirety of my being.
God.
Even just mentioning the single word just makes Kara kind of like
fucking
blue
war soldier
screen.
PTSD.
Just blue screen Kara real easy just by mentioning one word.
I fucking hate you.
We told you not to look it up.
I gave you the bit. I hope you're happy.
I appreciate it. I don't know if I can even make that into a short is the problem.
What do you mean?
Because it's about a topic that you probably don't want to put out there for the most part. I feel like it would just get immediately
but the
suppressed by
screaming would be
YouTube.
funny.
What?
The screaming would be funny.
Yeah. I might still use it. I might.
Just like 5 minutes of me going, why?
She drained you after the Thomas the Tank Engine incident. You know, I saw that shit too, and I wasn't a fan either.
What the fuck?
You don't want
What did I miss out on?
Well, one, it's something that you literally couldn't have consumed because you're not 18. Second, it was the worst shit you can imagine.
Okay.
Don't ask.
I'm not gonna ask.
There you go. There you go. Made Kraz want to die, yeah. Kraz wanted to die. I'm sure your inbox is going to be flooded with the worst stuff you can imagine the moment you turn 18 by Bunny. I am.
Yeah, no, they Bunny knows my birth date.
Yeah. The day of your birth is going to be simultaneously.
I'm going to turn off my phone up until the day after my birthday.
You probably should. I wouldn't. I'm not going to send you anything, but I can't guarantee your sanity from Bunny.
You're gonna draw some bullshit. You're
No,
gonna draw
I'm
some
not.
bullshit.
I'm absolutely not.
So I drew you some bullshit for your birthday, but you're not gonna draw me bullshit. Okay. Cool.
Oh no, I meant like if I'm gonna draw you bullshit, it's gonna be nothing that has to do with the fact that you're turning 18. It would just be like the regular bullshit you'd get on a birthday. Bunny, on the other hand, you know, just like art of you sunning your butthole or some shit. You know what I mean?
Ew.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, you know what? Fucking hell, man. I feel like she's gonna flood my DMs full of straight bullshit.
Oh, you're gonna see the worst
birthday drawing.
You're gonna see the worst Thomas the Tank Engine image you've ever seen in your life. That's what's gonna happen on your birthday. I swear.
The thing is, it's gonna be like, I feel like what she's gonna do is just she's gonna flood my inbox full of the most degenerate bullshit.
Yeah, all of the Ed, Ed and Eddie Yowie. Let's see, straight Transformers porn. Although that might be Kraz sending that to you. I don't know.
Sure, I guess. I don't fucking know. And then afterwards, I think it's just gonna be like a regular drawing of just me and a bunch of friends just saying happy birthday.
Yeah, something like that, right?
It's gonna be full of hell, and then it's gonna be just kind of like, what you call it, wholesome.
Yep. It's like a birthday card where the cover is super wholesome and the inside just is unspeakable horrors. You know what I mean?
Donald Trump in a diaper.
Worse. I can't imagine it'd be that tame.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm now thinking about the accursed bullshit that's going to be in my DMs.
It also means we don't have to. Bunny and I don't have to hold back when you're in the chat anymore. We can actually say the stuff that we want to say. And to be fair, it isn't that much different. It's just no longer PG.
I think Bunny's just going to be the same as they've ever been.
Yeah, for sure. But we've had conversations about things that we haven't had conversation with you in the chat. Without you in the chat, and Kraz can attest to this because he wanted to die from this particular chat. As he just said a moment ago, there have been unspeakable horrors that I'd rather have not seen. Yeah, for sure. And you'll be part of them next time. Oh, there's Link. There's Linkle Stinkle. Hey, Link, how you doing?
Hey, Link.
Hello.
We're seeing you here.
Fancy meeting you here. Come here often.
Rare seeing this boy here.
Yeah.
I might peruse.
Peruse.
He's here for a quick little peruse, a little look around.
Looks like it.
In the coffers.
Nice.
He's been in the coffin. Merp, he isn't even on stream.
I can see that. He's on the short side. But I'm
on the short side, not on the horizontal side.
I realize it's because he hasn't been here in a million years, so let's fix that.
Well, true, but yeah.
Do I have you here? I do not, so for some reason. Let's plug you in, Linkle Stinkle. How you feeling today, friendo?
I am good. Good. It's been a long day.
I see. Long work day, friend.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I'm just saying, is that what you asked?
We were talking about the accursed stuff that Bunny has sent me and Kraz over here, and because
and how I'm doomed to be having that also when I turn 18.
Yeah, he turns 18 at the end of this month, which means he can be part of conversations that he hasn't been part of, as you can imagine.
Wait, you're 17?
He's 17.
Yeah, I'm 17.
I had no idea.
It doesn't sound it.
No, it really doesn't.
Nope.
Fuck, I'm old.
That's right.
Fuck, I'm old.
Greet him as you would any Gen Zer. No cap Riz.
I am going to smite you.
Right.
I will smite you.
I know you've heard all of the lingo.
Fellow kids.
Hello, fellow kids.
Salutations, fellow kids.
Salutations, fellow kids. Are you feeling skibbity today?
Okay.
Right. Okay. Kill him.
Smite him now.
It's no worse than what you've heard from Jost on a daily basis.
That's a whole other level of suffering.
Skubity tongue, my Sigma. Thanks, Kraz. I appreciate it. I don't like it.
I fucking hate it. Like, every time I hear it, like I can't count to 10 anymore because of this generation. You know exactly why, too.
I blame Gen Alpha.
It is. I mean, it's both.
I'm not gonna say our brain rot was any superior, but still.
I mean, we had what? The lol so random humor.
Which is equally cringe,
Yeah.
but you know.
Obviously, RAR XD tacos are the schmexiest food. Ooh woo. That would
Since Bunny's not here, I'll do it.
that would be us. That would be us. Link. That'd be us.
Here. I swear to God, you know, fuck it. I don't care anymore. It's his Nuzzles pounces on you. Ooh, you so warm. Couldn't
No.
help but notice nibbles from across the floor. It's Nuzzles, your necky wacky, and so.
The fact that you memorized this, you absolute chud.
I blame Bunny. The amount of time she's uttered this crap.
Yeah, well, you know, I kind of tune it out. The fact that you don't is crazy.
You get used to it. You just eventually tune it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've done the same with the jokes.
It's normal now.
I just tune out.
yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
normal now. God damn it, says Kraz.
Yeah, Kraz is not happy about that.
She shouldn't be.
I know why I'm not. Let me see if I can turn Link's volume up here. You're a little low.
I am greatly displeased.
Always.
Even mastermind.
Excuse me.
Well, at least we'll probably get used to things Bunny says whenever we fucking do D&D or...
It looks like
I feel like
it'll,
that's gonna happen every 3 minutes.
maybe. It looks like it'll be on either Mondays or Wednesdays. We'll find out.
Probably.
Yeah.
Judging by what it looks like everyone can do. Now we
I
gotta
am always
figure out.
free due to being unemployed.
Now we gotta do a second poll of Mondays or Wednesdays, and then a poll for a time frame, or at least a start time.
Yippee.
Yo, let me do that.
Just do the Mondays or Wednesdays. We can do the start time once we figured out which one.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, you fuck. Poll.
And
fucking dweeb.
And do the poll as which one is better for you. Pick one, and then do Mondays or Wednesdays. We don't want people to pick more than one. For that one.
Wednesday. I gotta remember how to spell Wednesday.
Wednesday.
One day.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I have to do that every time I spell Wednesday, or else I'm gonna spell it like WENZ.
WHENS day.
Wednesday.
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 Wednesday. So what are you up to? What are you up to, Link? What's up? Were you just bored?
Currently, I'm just kind of. I'm just kind of sitting here. I saw that you were streaming, and I was like, "Fuck it, I guess I could jump scare this man."
Oh, yeah. If you wanted to play Slay the Spire, we can. Just give me a moment to finish this class. Almost done.
I don't kind of interrupt you what you're doing. I'm not going to stay home for long.
Oh, I see. You're not going to stay home for long. What are you doing?
Well, I have work tomorrow, so I have to.
You have to go knock yourself out. I understand.
Preferably viciously and violently.
As is your usual.
Yes, I'll just grab the snoring brick.
What did Lore say about your character? Or did he say?
I haven't really come to a conclusion yet, so I've just kind of been letting it lie because it's fine. I'm just gonna give it time. I have more than a week,
Of course.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
Not really in a rush.
Would you like the change to your class as an option?
As Yes, I do think it is an improvement because currently I spend all my key points turn 1, and then I'm effectively useless for the rest of the combat encounter. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just vibe here then.
You'll get buffs to all of your if you use the class that I made. You'll get buffs to all of your key features, essentially.
Yes.
So, like for example, patient defense, you can dodge and disengage with a key point, as an example. All of them can basically be used without a key point, and then adding the key point adds extra functionality. That way, it's not beaten out by just using, by like rogue's ability. You know, what's it fucking called?
Yeah, just cunning action.
Cunning.
But yeah, it feels like for Monk is shit until mid game.
It is 100% is.
Between level 5 to level like 12 is when Monk is at its best, and then it falls off because casters get insanely strong.
I would say it's between level like 8 and 11, up until 11. That's when Monk is strong. That's when you have enough key points to really use it right and be able to use it. That's why my rework gives you back a D4 key points at the beginning of your turn, but gives you less of them.
If I didn't have the Keyblade, I would lose all my key points round 1.
Mm-hmm.
I was
But
like, what the fuck do I do now?
but if lore gives you my version, it means you'll be much better. I don't think you'll be strong, but I think you'll definitely be at least better.
Because I don't need to be strong. It's just like currently I think I'm like the weakest in our group by like a long shot.
My guy also got nerfed, which is fine. I knew it was gonna happen.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
What with
Lore's decision wasn't exactly balanced. I was like, I warned him ahead of time. The new way that I think we're gonna probably go about it. He hasn't responded to me yet because he's a fucking chud. Is what was it? Let me pull this up. That was shit to him. It was a change to the burning status effect. So So instead of being like cool, you get a point of burning and you get the damage, and then you take all the points of burning as damage at the end of your at the end of a character's turn, right? It is when you inflict a point of burning, you take the burning damage, and then at the end of their turn, they take that burning damage again, +1 for each point of burning damage they have. So instead of being like, cool, I have 7 points of burning on you. Here's 7d8 damage. Now you're taking 1d8 +7 damage.
The same damage as a fucking firestorm in for no resource expenditure. Like I saw the other fucking damage, I was like, what in the goddamn?
Yeah.
what the hell?
I rolled a bunch of crits, and it turned out being really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So just making it so the damage is lower, but still builds is better.
Look, I think a DOT class is interesting. It's just like it cannot for free do more than like a spells we don't have access to yet.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
The other way to go about it would be
honestly,
limit it to like amount of d8s equal to your proficiency bonus or something like that. But I feel like the way about it is just making it so it's just one because the class normally burning only does d4. The class makes it d8. So he wanted the burning to be useful for other things like fire bombs and shit. Because I guess that's what he wants to use them for, right?
Yeah, because like if I was gonna have it in my games, I would have just had each attack apply your proficiency in burning, and burning just does its rating in flat damage and then reduces by 1.
Mm-hmm. Instead
kind
we
of
have
like Slay the Spire's poison.
Instead we have it be a d4 initial damage, d4 at the end of your turn, and it was for each point of burning, but the class does a d8 because that's how the subclass works. But we've decided to go about making it. At least I hope he goes for my idea. Otherwise, he's gonna make my class really weak. Because Lore doesn't know how to balance. He knows how to hit things with a hammer. Which is to say, up front, D8 damage for the character, D8, and then a number of damage points equal to the burning, and then you lose. Then the creature loses 2 points of burning at the end of their turn, instead of 1 burning. That way, unless you're attacking twice or more, you don't have building burning. It always stays about the same unless you crit. You know what I mean? You don't really get the building of burning unless you're level 5 with an extra bonus action attack, or you can initially get a bunch of burning on them with Firestarter, or you can initial first turn combat. I'm gonna still do some Nova damage. It's gonna be like cool, 3d8, 2 attacks because of action and surge. But it's not gonna do. It's not gonna do an extra fucking 6d8 at the end of their turn as well.
That's insane.
No, it's just gonna
It's
do.
the main reason. If I would have run it, I would have just had it do a flat number instead of like escalating dice, because that way at least it would have stayed consistent. And
Honestly,
they wouldn't have been.
Honestly, I kind of agree. I think even having the D8 as the extra damage isn't really necessary. I think having it do a D4 upfront damage, and then just having it be at the end of a creature's turn, they take a number of damage equal to the points of burning they have, would be more balanced in general.
Yes, and then like you afflict burning equal to proficiency for every hit. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because it still has the option of putting it out, right?
They always have the option to
sacrificing
use an
movement.
action or expend their movement and fall prone. That gets rid of the burning completely.
If it gets too high, you can always cleanse it,
Mhm.
and like having it be slower to build, but just be consistently take damage.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
And I feel like even having it proficiency, I feel like having it be proficiency inflict would be a higher level skill, and just having it be 1 per attack is perfectly balanced for lower levels. You know,
Proficiency is fine because like it's between 2 and 6 per hit. It's a fighter subclass, right? So like later on,
it's
you
just the
can
fact that
apply
it
a lot
builds.
of it.
It's just the point that it builds.
Yes.
Right?
But like later, like when a fighter gets 4 attacks, you could theoretically apply like 24 without action surge.
That's true.
Right. Which I think that's fine for 20th level for tick damage.
Right.
Cantrips will do more damage than that on a decent hit.
I'll keep that idea in mind so I can suggest it to Lore if he doesn't like the current version. But I still think it should do the upfront damage because that makes sense for a bomb. The bomb should do an upfront damage and then XYZ.
Like all of your attacks do like a bonus, like either a D4 or D6 fire damage on hit. And when you deal fire damage, you have like burning to proficiency modifier, and then at the end of every creature's turn that has burning, it takes damage equal to the burning, and then reduces the burning by 1.
Yeah.
Unless it takes the action. Like that, I think that would have been perfectly fine.
Exactly. We'll see.
I don't think anybody would have complained about that, because like there are many ways fighters can do additional damage. Like Battlemaster has like the superiority dice, Champion has higher crit rate, Arcane Archer has the arrows.
Yeah.
And like,
No,
he
died.
the D&D talk has destroyed him.
Yeah, he doesn't understand. Despite him being
It's okay.
part of our game, which is
He will understand. Like I reckon, like it's gonna be
too much words. Yeah,
words.
that's about right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or add a brain juice.
I understand. Go consume brain juice, Carla.
Eat the brains.
Eat the brains.
Like I think I'm interested to see like what this game that you're doing will look like. So I don't know how these people play. I know how Jen plays, but like
Yeah.
nobody else.
Yeah, I have no idea how Bunny plays. I know that the initial character idea from Paper Bag is unhinged.
Oh, great.
She wants to play a dog.
Okay.
I'm like a regular. She's like, yeah, like a regular dog. I'm like,
no druid or anything. Just the dog.
correct. That's right. I'm like what?
Listen, okay. Dog druid that can wild shape into a person.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty funny.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not adverse to it.
Can't double up on the diggity dog themes then.
Speaking of diggy dogs, I'm currently killing diggy dogs.
You are killing big diggity dogs.
Big white dogs.
I'm gonna wait to see what everyone else does before I make my choice. You know how I am.
I wouldn't like base it. I wouldn't like come up with an idea until you know what everyone else wants to do. Yeah, for sure. Working together to figure out what you're
You know
doing.
how I'm like. I will always want to do the different thing.
Yeah. Plus, it always sucks to be like, yeah, I want to do this, and then you hear the other players are like, I want to play this thing. It's like the same thing you want to play, and you're like, fucking, god damn it.
Yeah, that's exactly why I always go last
Yeah.
in ruining my character.
Same.
So then I don't have to worry about this.
Exactly.
I'll just fill the gap that people don't want to cover, which is 9 out of 10 times playing a healer.
And then despite you go in last every time, we still played Laura's game, and we ended up clashing super hard at the end.
Well, to be fair, that wasn't necessarily by design.
No, we
It just
started
kinda
at
happened.
level 1. That's you can't really.
No.
You can't really
Also the
like my
fact that,
guy. My guy was originally going to be like, cool. I'm going to be a regular rogue that can stab people from a distance with a mage hand, but just the story ended up turning him into a fucking worshiper of a god,
Paladin.
essentially.
You would like, yes, I'm gonna worship the god of flames and light.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me, the shadow monk, is like, am I a joke to you?
And they were good friends before that. You were like, what the fuck, man?
Like, I don't think John does not dislike Wayne even like besides this, he just doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand his
do
life
find-
choices.
Yeah, like,
Like
I think I made
why'd
John's
you go
opinion-
with like the god of light, dude? We work together. I'm a darkness dude. Why do you go light? I'm like, just like shrug. I don't know.
To be fair, John don't remember he could do shadow magics until much later.
That's
so,
true.
Yes.
It just kind of fell into that particular thing. We both ended up being clashing. Although you did choose your thing beforehand, technically speaking.
Yes,
but-
I always had my subclass in mind.
But at the very least, you can create magical darkness, which my light stuff doesn't affect at all. So it doesn't matter.
Yes, which I used to. I like to believe great effect last fight.
Yep. Unfortunately, a very, very good effect actually. Unfortunately for you and for me, Lore gave my guy a sunblade, which still emits light, and I know that's just by wielding it,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunate.
We'll work our way around it. I'm decently mobile, so I can probably work with moving around things.
But we're both melee characters. It makes
but I'm
sunlight out
also
to
the
15
support.
feet.
It's a good thing it doesn't dispel darkness.
No, it doesn't. But it is sunlight. It's not like it doesn't dispel darkness because it's not the sunlight spell, which is 3rd level.
Mhm.
I do have the means to dispel your darkness whenever I fucking feel like it because I have a drift globe. But I'm not doing that because I'm not gonna fucking do that.
It would be dick move.
That
yes.
would be a dick move, absolutely. It'd be funny.
Effectively have built-in devil sight.
Yep, yeah, built-in double sight. I thought about doing this with the remake of your subclass, making it so darknet that the dark vision spell lets a creature see through your magical darkness. I was thinking about adding that. I don't know if that'd be too strong or if that would be more of a balanced choice in the first place.
Do you actually like the balancing act of, like, I can't just spam darkness to give everyone disadvantage? I like the fact that I have to strategize on when to use it.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't
because, like-
cost concentration, which is great. And
Yes. So I can, in theory, place multiple ones, and I do like the idea that, like, I have to be a bit strategic with it. I can't just dump it everywhere.
for sure,
So, like, in this last fight we did, I used it as, like, a perimeter for us.
it was very good for getting people in and out of combat, or in and out of danger, especially considering I could just run into run into it and not get opportunity attacked, which was fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes, which is one of the funny things about opportunity attacks, which is that it has to be a creature you can see. Which I always is a ruling I learned only recently.
Despite the fact that I've switched to fighter, I feel like Wayne is still the most likely character to get fucking murked. Just absolutely destroyed at some point.
No, that'd be me.
No, I think you're less likely to get murked than Wayne is, only considering you can go into darkness and they fucking can't attack you. Or if they do, they're not going to hit you very well.
I'm the healer, though.
You are also the healer for sure, but you also have self-healing. I have self-healing now, kind of. I have a singular use of self-healing with that paladin ability that Laura gave my guy for whatever reason. Life cleric ability. I think it's life cleric's channel divinity.
Yeah,
which is
to be fair,
pretty
that only works up to just before you're half health.
Something like that. But it
still only heals up to half your. Like, you can't heal above half your hit point maximum with it.
Yeah. Which is fine. It's an oh shit button, but I feel like if Wayne is gonna die, he's gonna get hit by massive damage probably. Laura's gonna crit. Yeah. Laura's gonna crit when I'm at like 2 HP, right before my turn starts, on a legendary action, and my guy's just going to die.
I think there's a bit of a theme with a lot of the fights, which is that things we fight can absolutely fucking demolish us in one hit, but we keep just outsmarting it.
Yep. Which is weird because I don't think there's a single person in our party that is actually smart, except for Victor. But it's James is playing Victor.
Well, you said I like to think John is pretty smart when it comes to fighting. He's just not smart when it comes to anything else.
Yeah. But like outsmarting people in combat still requires practical smarts. I feel like it's just the player characters the ones that are smart, or that the players are the ones that are smart, and the player characters are real dumb and really lucky. And my backup character is not going to be of help for that. My backup character is going to be another charisma character.
There's a decent difference between like book smarts and knowledge and battle IQ, because intuition is very in combat. Intuition is kind of key, which I think is more wisdom.
I'm thinking a halfling.
Oh God, what have you done?
I'm thinking my backup character is going to be a halfling, and I kind of want to use my new Clown College Bard subclass as a support character, fully support character. They will not be attacking very often.
So you're gonna go from a religious clown to a literal clown.
That's right. If my guy dies. If my guy dies.
If he dies.
So far, he's been pretty lucky.
Yeah, I think I've gone down the most so far.
Yeah, I've been fairly lucky.
Which is very funny because I'm technically tied with being the tank. I have the highest AC.
That's incorrect, actually.
But what?
Do you want to know my guy's AC?
The hell? Is it more than 20?
It's 22.
How the fuck?
My guy bought a +2 magical shield.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, and then also the defensive fighting style put it above 21. Hello, Work Sauce. Welcome in.
The Work Sauce.
Yeah. What's your AC at? Is it 20?
Yeah.
That's pretty good though. That's pretty good. Mine's only higher than yours.
No armor.
We would have the same AC if I didn't have a +2 magic shield.
A normal shield, yes.
If it was a normal shield, we'd have the same AC. If I had my previous shield, same AC. It's just because Lord dumped a +2 shield on me, and I was like, you know what? I'll take it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can get higher than you if I max wisdom and dex.
For sure. I can't go any higher. My dexterity is already maxed. I cannot go higher physically. Without, like, magic items. But that's...
Yeah. I have another 3 to go off of.
As for my new duder, I'm halfway between a halfling and a turtle. I don't know if lore allows turtle in this campaign, though.
Turtles.
I
I like turtles.
I think halfling would be funnier, though.
One day you've got to do the. I know what you've already done this archetype. Never mind. What am I saying? You've already done the luckiest halfling in the world.
I have done that. Lucky warlock. Now I have a lucky sage class, but I think lucky warlock is funnier, somewhat.
Yes.
And lore hates lucky warlock.
Yeah.
I traumatize him. That class isn't even very strong. It's just really stupid.
I 100% agree, because like it doesn't really do anything beyond
it doesn't.
fortune.
All it does is it makes you kind of a menace. Is all it does. It makes you hard to kill. Sign you in for the MapleStory Classic World closed beta. I mean, like, I probably won't be doing any of the MapleStory World betas, especially closed betas, considering the fact that MapleStory Classic World betas, because I want to be able to stream them. I don't really play games outside of streaming. Once it comes out, I'll play it though. Just as a note, I'll probably watch. I'll probably watch some content on it, but that's about it. Okay, he's a fake game. No, I just don't play games off stream, and if it's a closed beta, you can't really.
You can't really stream it.
Yeah.
Look at the point of a closed beta.
Yeah, if I have time to play games, I'm playing it on stream, or with my wife, and my wife doesn't like MapleStory. You know? Oh, thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I think it probably was Work Sauce. But it could have been anyone because we are this channel is lurker friendly, so it doesn't tell me who followed, just that someone did. If it was you, Work Sauce, thank you. If it was someone else, also thank you. It was just Link. Link hasn't been following this whole time.
You bitch. I'm one of your fucking day ones, and you know that.
I know you are. Kidding. You nice.
Put respect upon my name.
Of course. Yeah, but no, the backup character I have an idea for is just like a dude who works for Carnival. It's like a regular circus clown type dealie. Except he's kind of jaded because he's been doing it for a long time. You know?
Jaded circus clown.
Yeah, a jaded circus clown who's also a halfling.
Yeah, I can juggle, whatever.
Yes, I can ride a unicycle. Why?
Not really that hard. You just gotta learn balance, bro. It's okay.
Okay, now hold fucking still so I can hit you with this goddamn pie. I swear to
You're
God.
juggling 3 pies and 2 knives. Would you just stand still while I try to pelt you with all 5 of them at the same time?
I do need a juggling skill added to the class. The subclass has a list of abilities you can choose from with level prerequisites, and you can choose a number of them equal to your proficiency bonus. +1, but you get one specifically that you can't change. I need
fighting styles?
They're similar to like Eldritch Invocations. They mostly give spells that you can cast without spell slots, but with either downsides or like specifics to them. Like for example, you can cast Grease for free, but for 1, it lasts until someone slips on it, and 2, it looks like a giant banana peel.
If you were to do juggling, you could just have a thing where, like, rolling a performance or sleight of hand to juggle, and then every time you hit someone with a different weapon in your inventory, you get like a bonus.
I might make juggling an ability to make it so you could pick the class and kind of be a Gish if you want to go kind of combat instead of non-combat, and make it its version of multi-attack that you can pick at level 5 with that particular ability tacked onto it.
With Clown, you better hope your level 1 to 7 is loaded, because you're not going and beyond that.
Well, yeah. Bard gets abilities at level 3 and level 6, and this particular subclass lets you have choices from level like there's gonna be choices from level 3 to level 7 just fine. It's just like, and you can change them during a long rest. So you have a lot of you have options, but they're not like the strongest shit ever. Another fun one is I think it was balloon animals, where you can cast conjure animals, but they take the shape of balloon animals, and they only have 1 hit point. As an example.
That's really good.
Yeah. Or unicycle. It's Phantom Steed. It lasts 1 minute, and it takes the shape of a unicycle. You can cast it as an action. What class am I? I'm currently playing a Marauder, which is to say a Buccaneer. I have a lot of different classes, but this character's only level 79. The rest of my guys are mostly around level 125. The unicycle ability's level 5, I think. Part of the choice.
All right.
The one ability you get to begin with, I stole this from a class I made, where I call it pantomime, where you can act out a sentence of less than 30 words. You make a performance check. If you succeed the check, a DC 12. Anyone that understands the language can understand what you said.
Again, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I stole that from a class I made already, but I felt it was good for like a clowning class.
Why clown class? I gotta know.
It started out as College of Comedy, but every single fucking skill I made for it made it feel like a clown. So I was like, you know what? It's Clown College.
Make clown.
I make clown. Yeah, the level 3 ability that isn't part of the choice abilities is called I forget what it's called. It's like canned laughter or something. Every time you fail a ability check, saving throw, or attack roll, you can give someone within 60 feet of you a bardic inspiration die.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like every bard class should have something that interacts with bardic inspiration. Archer, thief, warrior, or mage. This is a pirate. Brawler is a pirate, or marauder is a pirate. But when the classic world comes out, I'll probably end up going with a warrior, because I usually just go warrior. Warrior is simple for me. Probably. I won't be playing it for too long. I think the leveling is gonna be way too slow. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Yes. Yes. What else does the subclass get? The subclass gets a level 6 feature. Oh yeah, two level 6 features actually. Interesting ones. Let me open it so I can see what I'm talking about.
You can reference yourself.
I need to remember what one of them is. I remember what the other one is, but I can't remember what the first one was. Ba-doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's over here. The one is called Punchline. Round of applause. What was this? Oh, this one's cool. Round of applause. It's level 6. You can when you cast a spell that requires a creature to make an immediate saving throw, you can instead make a performance check versus their armor class. And if your check is higher, you treat it as a failure.
Pretty good. Just one of the.
You can't add. It specifies that you also can't add expertise to it, so you can only add your only proficiency bonus once to it. Otherwise, that would be broken.
I go on a bit of a rant about saving throws.
Yeah.
I fucking hate, as a player, forcing someone to make a saving throw. Because 9 out of 10 times, they will just fucking succeed.
Oh yeah?
It happens.
Unless it's
so
Wayne.
often.
I think Wayne has never succeeded a saving throw. I'm not even fucking kidding.
No, as a player against enemies.
Yeah?
Right? because at least with a monster, it can target multiple ones. It doesn't really matter if it's one monster. But if you're a player character and you're forcing a monster to make a saving throw, it is so much more likely that you will just eat shit and lose the spell slot. And it's like, why the fuck did I even do that? I lost my turn, lost the spell slot, and it's like, I'd rather roll my own chances against something and make an attack roll. Because at least then it was my own roll that made it fail, and I'm not just hinging my bets on like the GM rolling poorly against me, because that's not gonna fucking happen.
Yep.
It never happens.
Especially considering it feels pretty cheatsy to begin with. What need Archer? What? Archers are pretty good in Chrono Story. Dex? Oh yeah. You want dexterity here in Chrono Story. Dexterity is your main stat. Strength just lets you equip certain things. I agree with that, Link. Because it feels like, especially when you're against a DM that isn't rolling in front of you, it just feels kind of cheap because you don't know what the DM rolled, and especially if you've been in games where the DM is bad, it can feel like the DM is cheating. You know what I mean? It just causes distrust.
It feels like that, so like for me most of the time, where it's like if I roll badly, it's like fair enough. I just rolled shit. It is what it is. But it's like I force someone to make a saving throw, and like I have maximized my saving, like the DC for my spells, and it just doesn't hit. And it's like, okay, well there goes my fucking 7th level spell, and it's like I guess I'll just go fuck myself then.
This is
when
why
I could have instead grabbed an attack roll like Crown of Stars. At least then I'm much more likely to actually connect it.
Exactly. This is why with Zed in particular, I liked having a subclass with him where his saving throws were so ungodly high that most of the time you're going to fail anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I guess a DM, like I feel it because like when you're DM, you don't want your big bad to just be paralyzed for a turn, right? You don't want that to happen because that's so anticlimactic. But it's like, come the fuck on, bro. Like, you have legendary actions. It feels good to rid someone of a legendary resistance.
For sure.
Right.
But then like, there are like... Here's the thing, though. If you're the DM and you don't want your players paralyzing your big bad, ban spells that do that. Don't allow hold person or hold monster in your campaign, because you know that, like, okay, I'm the DM. I'm rolling in secret. If I say my monster succeeded, the player might not feel good about that, whether or not it's because of distrust or whether it's because obviously they wasted a spell slot.
I mean, when was the last time you ever got through all legendary resistances and then got something through?
Never.
I can tell you one. It's only happened in my games.
I think it's happening in your games, to my memory, that I've been in once. Usually if that kind of thing happens, the monster is dead before anyone can cast a spell on it. Because casters are generally going to do what you just said. They're not going to focus on getting rid of its legendary resistances. It's going to ignore, like, Fireball. Cool, I'm not going to use a legendary resistance on that. I want to use that for fucking hold person or something, you know? So it ends up feeling bad.
I will use it on damaging spells. Because I also attempt to incorporate vulnerabilities into bosses.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like lore doesn't really do that.
Something I always do with my bosses is that they have a crux weakness, and if you target it, I'm gonna use resources to try and not get absolutely diddled in the middle of combat.
Makes perfect sense.
But I also attempt to not just have one big monster. I tend to have a monster either with multiple things to target or multiple things to do in combat that doesn't relate to just chipping down an health bar.
Yeah. I do stuff as a DM that I don't like telling people because I'm not going to tell anyone what I'm fucking doing. I just want the game to feel fun to the players. That's the whole goal here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, I am guilty of having rough health bars.
Here's one I don't mind sharing. When I make a boss monster or a boss encounter, I make a boss encounter usually with 3 health with a total health bar that is really high, and then I have 2 other health bar checks. If the players meet the health bar checks, it will usually make it so I can use certain abilities with those bosses, for example, or maybe the boss is just has higher health because they met the health threshold fast enough. You know what I mean? I have like buffer zone health. Here's the boss's health bar, and I have marked at let's say the boss has 300 health. Cool. If my players make it to the 100 health mark by the end by the end of the second turn, then that means it doesn't have 300 health. It has 200 health because that's its secondary mark, that kind of thing, right? I have like thresholds that I'm keeping in mind specifically, so I don't fucking nuke my players by accident. So I don't have to actually fudge it on the fly. I have like a specific thing that I have. Cool. The players met this first threshold. The boss now has this new legendary action they didn't use the first round. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but having phases for bosses is fairly... Now it is fairly normal. In the books, you don't get that really.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to homebrew it.
Players do that all the time nowadays, but I wouldn't call it phases. I'm calling it more of the idea of... these are technically phases, but they're only phases if you can meet the prerequisite to unlock these phases. Otherwise, I will fucking murder my players because the boss is too hard. That's why a lot of, like, if I make an ability that I'm like, this is a really strong ability, I think the boss is already strong enough, let me put this ability in my back pocket. If the players meet the threshold, I can use this ability on them. Because it means they're strong enough to handle this ability. You know what I mean? So it's less of a...
Yeah.
It's less of a... Man, I'm getting fucking ilbies. I guess I'm making a fucking duder on this account, maybe. I don't know. What the fuck is that? 70?
Oh.
80? It's shit. Got it. Okay. Excuse fucking meat. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, it's less of like I'm giving it like phases, but it technically they are phases, but only if the players can hurt the boss fast enough. If the players are doing better than I think they're gonna do and they beat the first phase, they go into the second phase. And if they beat the second phase fast enough, they go into the third phase. This is just to make it so I have like a sliding balance scale for bosses, just in case the boss is too easy or too hard. You know what I mean?
I also stopped with like creatures that inflict things like stunned or paralyzed.
I don't do that at all. You kind of stopped doing that when Yuta got absolutely fucked in the early combat, in the early game of you know.
It's like is a difference between one of like 7 or 8 monsters being stunned, but a player character being stunned. It's like, oh great, well you just are probably out of it for like an hour, and it's like that's just not fun. I would rather add stakes of just having the creature either inflict other conditions or just do more damage.
Exactly, right? I hate inflicting paralysis or stunned. Those kinds of things are unfun to the players. If I want to inflict paralysis to a player, the way that I'm doing it is, cool, player, make a saving throw. Because the main reason why you're doing paralysis isn't to make them not take their turn, it's to make them vulnerable to a damage. So as a DM specifically, right? As a player, it's so that so the DM doesn't get to hurt you. As a player, it's or as the DM, it's to make it so you can. It makes the boss more scary that they're about to hit you with a higher damaging attack. So instead, it's a saving throw versus becoming vulnerable to an attack. I would never paralyze a player for that reason. It would just be like, cool, the next attack that hits you from this particular damage source, you are vulnerable to it. You know, that makes it scary. But it also makes it so you know you can prepare for it and you're not just out of a turn or more.
I think for smaller groups, stuns or paralysis are fine because the turns go generally a lot faster.
Oh yeah, if you're in a group of 3 players, a stun
3 or 4, yeah.
I wouldn't even say 4. I'd say 3 is like the minimum requirement for a D&D party is the maximum for stunning, because otherwise turns just take too long. In a group like Lore's group, how many players do we have? Me, you,
5.
and even when James isn't there, it still is like 40 minutes between turns.
I mean, I can't add anything to that because I feel like my turns go relatively fast.
Same. But it still seems to take a long time. And I don't think it's because it's in any individual turns that are taking a long time. I think it's more over the conversation, the in-between turns things, the explanations, jokes, and having fun. That kind of stuff just makes turns take a long time, and that's totally fine. Which is why I don't usually use stuns, because it's like, it gets to your... You might be having fun between turns, gets to your turn, oh yeah, I can't do anything. That's my turn. You know what I mean?
But the only time it's acceptable is like with the turn you lose when you lose haste, because like you kind of did this to yourself.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
If another player does it to you, that sucks. But if you did it to yourself, well, you know, womp fucking womp.
I think the most fucking terrifying combat thing I had happen was when I had a moment where I cast haste, and then I got knocked to 0. And both the monk and the fighter I hasted both lost their turns, so only the ranger could act. And we were like, "Oh fuck!"
The ranger actively in the middle using his action to shit his pants. Yeah.
Yeah. It was the same game where I was playing both the only full caster, and the support because I was playing Celestial Sorcerer. Mm. So I had to both use my spell slot for healing and for doing like buffing. So I was so fucked.
Right.
It was not a good idea, but
it's usually why I don't like playing casters. I love casters. It's just 5th edition kind of makes casters simultaneously the strongest choice you can make, but also
and the weakest.
The weakest. It's like both. If you don't play them optimally, they're weak. If you play them optimally, they're stronger than everything else.
Why do you think I play Sorcerer? Because like the few times I have saving throw spells, I have heightened spell. Because at least then there's a reasonable chance I can actually pull off a saving throw spell. I'll do twin spells to get the most like oomph out of the spells that I do have.
Mm-hmm. It's also why when I play casters, I usually prefer to play casters that are things that I made, like Sage, for example. I think Sage is really well balanced for a caster. You have less spells you can cast. Any spells that you have are stuff that you made yourself ahead of time. And if you do have ways to cast otherwise, they're limited usage abilities. Or you have to use prepare it before combat by doing a ritual spell. You know what I mean?
I know what Wizard should have been.
I think so too. I think my Sage is... It's definitely a more complicated wizard, but it's definitely like more balanced. And some of the subclasses obviously very strong. Wizard kind of gives you shitty subclasses because your class is so strong.
With 2 exceptions, Abjuration and Divination, I think, are the 2 best subclasses for Wizard.
I'd also argue Blade Singer's pretty good too, but not for the same reason. Blade Singer gives you more defense and like offense if you're playing a Gish. Better for multi-classing out of than it is to play as a full caster.
I will die on the hill of the fact that Abjuration is the best wizard subclass.
I agree. You get like really high temp HP, which is always good. But usually
adding your proficiency to counterspell and dispel magic too.
Mm-hmm. I would argue
to spells later on. I
would argue that ability should also work with silvery barbs if a DM wasn't banning those spells or that spell, just because I think it fits that particular theme. You know?
Well, silvery barbs doesn't. You don't roll anything for silvery barbs.
That's a good point. It is making an enemy reroll a saving throw, to be fair.
Hey, it's fucked for a first level. I don't understand what they were thinking.
I love that spell very much.
I hate it as a first level. I accept it as a second level spell.
I love it.
It's just shield but better.
I don't think it's shield but better. I think it's. I
It
think
is.
It's, I think it is better than shield in most situations, but there are situations where shield is better.
No, there isn't. I'm going to tell you mathematically why.
Go ahead.
Shield adds a +5 to your armor class. That's mathematically, if you just discount any bonuses, that's a 25% increase to the chance you will not get hit.
Yeah.
Right? Just from a d20 roll. Silvery Barbs not only gives you a higher chance not being hit, it invalidates the increased chance from advantage, which is one of the core ways to like increase your chances of hitting, and effectively doubles your chances, like just
That's
without
true.
doing the math, right? Silvery Barbs lets you roll an extra dice on top of anything else and pick the lowest result. So you can turn advantage into triple disadvantage.
That's true.
Just doing that is strong enough. But then right afterwards, you get to give someone else advantage. And this is a first level spell. Are you fucking out of your goddamn mind?
I think
And
as
shield,
I think
plus
as
5
a,
AC, 1 turn.
I think as a wizard spell, it's probably too strong. I think if it was just a bard spell, it'd probably be better.
Yes, maybe. If it weren't for the fact that Bard has a subclass that is supposed to cover this, which is a College of Lore with cutting words.
Yep. Now combine it with cutting
So-
words.
You can't, because both are reactions.
That's true.
So you cast. Why would you use cutting words if you can just use? If you can like just use silvery barbs?
For
Because
sure.
effectively, you get more out of it than you would a bardic inspiration.
That's true.
So like at the first level, like just no. There's another spell in the first level category called Fortune's Favor, which gives you 1 reroll that is of comparable value, and it is not even remotely as powerful as Silvery Barbs.
That is true.
Because Shield, at least with Shield, it only targets your armor class. Silvery Barbs is any fucking d20 roll that somebody does within 60 feet of you,
That's so
which
fun.
is ridiculous. It is attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws. You could target someone with a spell. They succeed the saving throw. I'm just gonna force you to re-roll and then take the lowest result, even if you have an advantage on the saving throw. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
It's so silly. It's so silly that spell.
Yeah, which is why the only times I've allowed it is as a second level spell.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way I can rationalize it being okay.
Yeah.
Because right above it, you have the be-all end-all to it, which is counterspell, which is just the anti-all magic.
Yep. Again, I think it'd be fine as a bard thing. If that bard subclass didn't exist, or you're not playing that bard subclass, obviously, I think as a bard spell specifically, it's probably fine. You know what I mean? Get rid of giving someone advantage, though. That's not necessary for the spell to be good.
If you're gonna make it a first level spell, the only thing I would say it should be allowed to do is to give someone disadvantage on the roll they're making. You give advantage to someone else. It cannot be roll another dice and pick the lower of the array, because it's like at least if the creature has advantage on the attack, you just turn it to a flat roll.
Yep.
Which is fine, because there are many abilities that do that. Clockwork Soul can do that as its base feature at first level. There are a couple of other class features that undo advantage and make things as flat rolls again. The
Yep.
alert feat, for example. That would be fine for first level spells. Like, somebody's doing something at you with advantage, turn it to just a normal roll, and then give somebody else advantage. That's okay. It's your first level spell, whatever. At least then it's comparable to Shield.
Yeah.
Because even if somebody has just a normal base roll of something, they still might have a decent chance to hit you. Or if your armor class is decent enough, there might still be an argument for why you would want to just cast Shield. If, for example, a creature has a low to hit bonus and your armor class is fucking insane, you could effectively become a Tarask for a turn and just not get hit anyway. Like, a miracle will be needed to hit you.
Yeah.
But in no way in this godforsaken world is it okay to take a roll that is an advantage and then turn it into a triple disadvantage. Like, fuck off, actually.
Yeah. I think that's just more of a ruling issue of anything.
Yeah, it's not okay. I don't
You
know.
just don't rule it that way, and it's probably
smoking.
fine. And then make it a bard spell, and just make it so it gives someone disadvantage, and gives someone disadvantage. That's all it needs. You know. They roll
Yeah,
again, or if they had advantage, they take the lower roll. That's all it needs to do.
Or even just do what the lucky feat does, which is just you re-roll the entire roll.
Yeah.
People ban the lucky feat. It effectively is worse than silvery barbs.
Basically. Most people ban both though nowadays.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't care about lucky feat anymore because like, you want to spend your ASI to have 3 re-rolls. That fucking go for it, dude. It doesn't really matter that much.
I feel like the lucky feat should be one of a racial feat for halfling.
They already have things with like, I mean, Bountiful Luck is a pretty good feat.
I think it is, but lucky is better than bountiful luck. I feel like they should just both be halfling feats. It makes sense for a halfling to have the lucky feat in general, you know? For the most part. For the most part.
We can see it.
Yeah. They're always lucky.
Definitely the funniest combination is to play like Divination Wizard Halfling with a lucky feat, and it's like, you're never gonna roll a natural one in your life, are you?
I mean, they already can't roll a natural one physically because they're playing a halfling. They re-roll natural ones.
You re-roll one natural one you roll. So if you re-roll into a 1, you still get a 1.
It says if you roll a natural one, you re-roll it. Which means if you roll into a natural one, you re-roll it. by base.
What?
Yeah. There's no caveat that says if you you re-roll into a natural one, you keep it, or you keep the new roll. Just that you re-roll natural ones.
It does. It says when you roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you re-roll the dice. You must use the new result, even if it is a 1.
It used to not do that, I think. I think that might have been like a Fizbins or something like that they eventually fixed it. But the original, and I remember the original version was very fucky for that reason.
The base SRD.
That base SRD? No fucking way. I'm in a different universe. I swear to God.
This is the SRD.
Okay. Maybe I'm the one misremembering. Maybe there's a different ability that does something similar that's really OP like that.
It says you must use the new roll, so it's like, yeah.
My memory's bad, and I should feel bad.
Okay, easy mistake.
Yeah. I think it's Baldur's Gate that does that, actually. Baldur's Gate 3 does that.
Baldur's Gate 3 made a lot of very good changes.
Yeah. I do think
I think they should have made Ratas for, because I think one of my favorite changes they made, I think they made Abjuration Wizard too fucking powerful, unironically.
In Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why, okay?
Yeah.
So what they did with the Arcane Ward, it has less health generally, but whenever you take damage, you reduce the damage by the Arcane Ward, and then you reduce the Arcane Ward's rating by 1.
Yep. I believe there's like a version of the class, a class you can do if you're able to go mostly Abjuration Wizard with like 1 level of Warlock for the ice one, the ice ability. Agatha, Armor of Agathis. And then you can just like Armor of Agathis, run in and just have everyone just die because they can't get through your ward and they just kill themselves in Baldur's Gate.
That is very funny.
Yeah. And then all you gotta do is throw water bottles at people and watch them as they take double damage because they become vulnerable to cold damage.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 actually straight up buffed Abjuration Wizard, which is very funny because Abjuration Wizard was already really good, even without that.
And then there's Wizards of the Coast that come out with 5.5e and they buffed mages and nerfed non-mages.
I like how they nerfed Paladin, arguably the most fun martial class.
Because it was the only one that could somewhat keep up with the non-martial classes, yeah.
By virtue of being a half caster that can turn its spell slots into damage.
Mm-hmm. And instead they decided hey, that's too much fun. If you want fun, play a wizard.
God damn it.
Yeah. And then they also nerfed I think they nerfed monks, and they nerfed fucking I don't think they nerfed rogues. I think they kind of buffed rogues, but not by very much. And then they made fighters the same. I think they nerfed barbarians, if I remember correctly.
They did actually buff fighter, because fighters could use their they could use a second wind. They got more than 1 second wind, and they could use second winds to add to ability checks.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they buffed fighter. They didn't keep fighter the same. They buffed it, but they nerfed fucking barbarian and monk, and I think maybe they nerfed ranger. I can't remember. Either they didn't do anything to ranger, making it still the worst class in the game, or they nerfed it. I forget. It was funny whatever they did to it, which might have been nothing.
Particularly to the new times, and you get just nothing. Use the same fucking class. That has to be so fucked.
They're finally gonna buff the non-casters and make them decent. Yay! And then just like every non-caster is like, what the fuck is this shit? Every monk in existence was like, what you wanted us to be worse than rangers? Okay, thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, they made Divine Smite a spell.
Yep, they made it a spell.
A bonus action spell, which is the fucking worst thing they could have done. Because I don't know if they even changed like Eldritch Smite, which is let's see, did they?
I think they made Eldritch Smite a official thing in the game, and it just works like Smite used to work, I believe.
Oh no, for 2024, it's once a turn.
Yeah, well there you go. They still
doesn't require your bonus action, so it's stronger than Divine Smite.
Yep, and it's an Eldritch
Invocation. It has better
Invocation.
action economy.
And it's an Eldritch Invocation, which is hilarious.
Also, theoretically, you can counterspell Divine Smite now.
That's right. Why wouldn't you? It's funny.
I don't get it. I don't know why they would do this. It's so fucking dumb.
It's why we don't use 5.5e, of course. They have some cool stuff in there. Like some of the new systems they introduced, like the new exhaustion is kind of cool because it's less like snowbally. But I mean, they're basically everything that's good about it. I also like the rogue. I do like the rogue changes. I like being able to use your sneak attack damage dice to do different abilities. That's kind of cool. But otherwise, that's about it. Oh, and okay, one other thing, weapon masteries are kind of cool. They expanded on certain things to make martials better, but at the same time nerfed the fuck out of martials, and every martial was like, why?
Oh, they also fixed the whole spellcasters multiclassing into fighters to get action surge, because action surge can be used to take an additional action except for magic action, which is spellcasting.
Yep.
Which is very funny. Which
is funny. It's a step in the right direction to nerfing power gaming in the game, but I think if someone wants to power game, just let them fucking power game. You know what I mean?
I do like the new 5th level feature, which is when you use second wind with bonus action, you can move half your speed without taking opportunity attacks, which I think was pretty good.
That's fun. I think the game should just be designed around fun. I think disregard multiclassing as a thing. Make multiclassing an optional rule where you put the caveat little warning label on it that says, hey, DMs, if you let multiclassing happen, your player's probably gonna make the game hell for you, and that's all you gotta do and add that, and then you can make every class as strong as you want it to be. Because guess what? Multi-classing is no longer a hard rule, but instead an optional rule that is there specifically with a warning label. You know what I mean? That's why I don't design my subclasses or classes with the multi-classing in mind anymore, because I think that multi-classing is kind of stupid. I think it's fine. I like multi-classing, but if I'm in a multi-class, I'm not multi-classing with homebrew stuff, generally speaking. And if I am, it's because the homebrew thing that I'm using is either really weak or was balanced with multi-classing in mind.
That's why, for example, Puppeteer is not built for multi-classing in the fucking slightest.
Or if I'm multi-classing out of a really strong class, I'm doing it for flavor and for no reason other than giving abilities that don't make the class stronger but make it more flavorful. You know what I mean? Like multi-classing out of like, oh cool, I'm playing Yuta right now. Yuta is this full brawler character. I'm gonna multi-class out of that into Artificer so I can learn how to use Artificer's tools and start making magic items. Does that make him stronger? No. It actively makes him weaker, but I mean, that would make sense for the character. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Story reason-based multi-classing is perfectly fine, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't see the power gaming thing.
I see the power gaming, and it can be fun, but you need the right DM and the right group and the right everything. Otherwise, you don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
The thing is, if everybody isn't doing it, one person doing it is going to make everyone else feel inferior.
And that's exactly why I think it's stupid unless you're in with the right DM and the right group. It has to be both. You can't just have a DM that wants you to power game. Otherwise, you get a toxic DM. You can't just have a group that wants to power game. Otherwise, the DM wants to fucking Korean Maple Story.
Korean Maple Story.
Yeah.
The KMS.
That's right.
I see. Yeah, it's one of the main problems I had with. Oh God, I ran a game about a year ago where a couple members of the party were a lot like mechanically stronger than the rest. Mostly with a Barrett, of one of them was playing fighter, and the rest were like it was a fighter, there's a fighter and a ranger, and they were both the two weakest mechanically.
Of course, because they're playing non-casters essentially. Ranger is just the weakest class in the game, unless you're playing Gloomstalker, and they're both non-casters essentially.
Playing Horizon Walker, which is a very interesting choice.
Horizon Walker's fun. Also, is that the fucking Lich? Yeah, this is Link, the Lich.
It is me.
Fall.
Wish.
And what was everyone else playing?
Yeah.
Full
we
casters?
had we only had two full casters, but they were respectively Abjuration Wizard and Peace Domain Cleric, which are both very strong.
I was about to say, was it like a Moon Druid and a Cleric or something?
Peace Domain Cleric. To be fair, the Peace Domain Cleric was full support, so he wasn't doing much damage. The Abjuration Wizard, my friend Sean, was absolutely laying down the damage. But the problem was he had to also do utilities. He couldn't fully go into damage, and I realized that the fighter is struggling a bit. So I had some stuff in mind for the fight. He went through like a whole ass story arc because he's a rune knight tied to like Giantkin. So I made a whole like a feature he could use that would give him exhaustion points, but would make him like effectively get haste. Among a bunch of other things. I can send you what it did.
Sure.
But I buffed him, and then I gave the ranger an artifact, basically a modified oath bow. And then suddenly they shot back up to being really fucking good again, and the wizard got to do the things he wanted to do, which was more flavor spells and support casting,
rather than having to be the damage dealer because no one else could do it.
Yes. the wizard got to have fun with sort of discovering traces of like chronergy and even reading up about some druid spell stuff like that for story reasons related to his child, who was a druid.
It's one of the reasons why I'm advocating for your character to be relatively stronger in Lore's game, because if my character dies, my character's doing most of the damage right now, which is like even after this nerf, my guy is still gonna be doing good damage. I'm gonna go Nova the first turn of combat, and then like after that, it's gonna be like pretty good, 2d8 damage once per turn until level 5. That's twice per turn, and then usually 1d4 plus 1d8. Like that's damn good damage. Of course, you can do really good damage with your Shadow Blade, but it's Shadow Blade. You know what I mean?
Speaking of shadows and rogues, I never. The party also had a rogue, and she was she was a socialite, so she didn't really care if she was strong in combat or not.
Right.
She's fucking terrifying in like social encounters. She had
Mastermind
expertise
player?
in, like,
Or Mastermind Rogue?
No, oddly enough, what's it called? Fucking
Assassin?
Soul Knife.
Soul Knife of all things. The one that doesn't get any out of combat abilities. Okay. Interesting choice.
But she then also later fucking multi-classed into Order Cleric. Same god as the cleric, but different domains.
Right.
And like, you can see here why there is no combat overlap between these two classes. There's no compatibility. She just did it because it was like flavor.
Yep.
And like, I'm okay with this because like in the end, she did like a decent amount of sneak attack damage, but she could not keep up with the end game fighter and ranger. They were just too fucking strong.
Of course. As for I don't mind someone multi-classing for power if they're really weak as well. So like if you're playing a character that's already really weak and you want your character to be stronger, feel free to multi-class to become stronger. If your character's really strong and you want to make yourself weaker or just like flavor, multi-class that way. Otherwise, I don't think you should multi-class. If you want to change your class completely. You know what I mean? If you're not having fun, I think as the DM, it's like it's not about like, cool, you're not having fun, just tough it out, man. Like, no, the game is supposed to be fun. Let your player change.
Exactly. And like I gave those options to us. Like, if you feel like you're not doing too much in combat, we can change this. Or I have things in mind. I had a whole like story arc related to the main antagonist they were fighting, where she could manipulate him for power, basically. But she didn't. She cut it off and decided to become a better person, the character. And I was like, well, there goes that struggle. Literally the first step she took into it, she got basically 2 separate ability score improvements from dipping into it. And then she had to change her hearts character-wise. I was like, well, fuck, I had all these cool, like, fear-based powers with your rogue to, like, set up sneak attack or do bonus psychic damage to someone if they're scared of you.
That's fun.
That sort of thing. And I literally told her this, like, this is what is in the future. And she was like, we'll see where it goes. And then she just abandoned the path because she got, like, she got rehabilitated in character. And it's like, well,
I mean, it makes sense.
I guess we'll go. Yeah, so we went the cleric route instead, and she got a couple of like divine boons.
It's kind of like the same thing that happened to Wayne. Wayne was originally gonna really double down on the sneak thief like assassin duder, and just instead he found fucking Jesus. You know what I mean?
I love Jesus.
He was like, I love Jesus. So he ended up being a fucking a rogue, but was essentially a paladin, and that wasn't working because it didn't do what I wanted him to do. So we had him switch to a fighter because he was playing like a fighter already.
Yeah,
that's right. That is the good shit, Kraz.
Essentially 2 things. One is for the fighter, the other is for the ranger.
Gotcha.
And it was like it became an exalted magic item at the end, and the fighter got basically a transformation.
Yeah. As for Lore's gaming, I'll look at these after the stream, by the way. As for Lore's game, If I end up, it's still up in the air what I'll play if my guy dies, right? Or if there's a TPK. Like right now, I'm feeling this supporty character, but who knows what I'll feel like later. I have lots of classes and things that I've done. Lore isn't allowing full classes. I know what I want to play, but he wouldn't allow it.
And allowing what?
What's that?
Did you say full classes?
You know I have full homebrew classes. You know, a brawler.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to play brawler though. I want to play my psionics hero class. Not the old one. You remember that we had? It's like essentially just the whole class is a skill tree now.
The old one that was kind of broken.
The old one that was broken, I decided to scrap it completely and just keep the theme in the name of it, because now it's essentially you're unlocking psionics, and your character is essentially a superhero in a D&D world, kind of, right? Which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's just a big skill tree. You choose a few abilities, every level or so. And the only base class abilities you get are temp HP because your hit point maximum is, or your hit points are D4s, the lowest in the game. There's no class in the game that does D4 for hit dice. This class does D4s for hit dice because most of your hit points are temp HP.
True. Oh, I think I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if John dies, I will probably go back to my full casty ways.
Of course. As you do.
Warlock.
A warlock?
Yeah.
I was this close to thinking about playing a warlock. You know, when you were off that one, when you were gone that one week, we did like a tournament combat, and we were testing out my fire warlock, which Laura didn't like. So we ended up not doing that. I didn't like it either. It was too complicated. I thought it was fine, but I feel like my guy doesn't want complications. He wouldn't be there casting a bunch of spells. He'd be there hitting people with a sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd probably do Celestial Warlock tied to one of the gods to use complete opposite of John of being like this. I don't give a fuck about the gods too. I have Celestial blood in my veins, actually.
Celestial Warlock of Pyre, if Wayne is alive, would be really funny.
I would. I think that would be a very interesting thing, because like bonus cantrips for Celestial is literally like Sacred Flame and Light, which are very thematically appropriate.
It makes sense for Pyre. It wouldn't matter too much if he decided to go with that, even if there was a TPK or both of our guys died for some reason. To be fair, the characters that are most likely to die in a
it's us.
Yeah, we're the front lines. We're the ones that are gonna die, followed by Jost. Jost is the third to die. The ones that are most likely to survive in general are Malachi and James, but really only because James is never there for games.
I mean, when he's there, he's the most likely to die.
When he's there, he's the most likely to get himself murdered. Is the thing. He's not gonna die in combat. He's gonna die in his character's sleep. You know, because
he's stabbed 48 times in the ribs.
at two Lore. I don't know. I feel like Lore just wants to murder his character, if anything. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him.
I mean, James always creates these situations where his characters are either chaos gremlins or assholes, or both.
And with his personality, it's funny because most of the time, this kind of situation would result in a player that ends up being seen as that one toxic player of the group, but he just ends up the butt of the joke, if anything. You know what I mean? It's very funny that the dynamic based on who he is as a person versus the characters that he's playing just makes it so his characters just feel like he's not toxic. He's just really stupid. You know what I mean?
To be fair, he at least has the decency to like take it on the chin.
Mm-hmm. That too, right?
Because a lot of people that have the same sort of traits tend to not be willing to take the jokes or
jokes.
Yeah, I think that is one of.
It's the only reason why he's not seen as a toxic player.
I think that is an admirable thing. Like,
It's
even
great.
if you make characters like this, like, you're entirely willing to still, like, be the butt of the joke. And whenever you do something dumb, you accept the fact that you're going to fall flat on your ass, because at least it's entertaining.
Yes.
I kind of respect that. Even if it sometimes is a little annoying.
Yeah. You ever thinking about getting back to the DM seat? You have any new ideas?
Not in the fucking slightest.
I didn't think so.
I don't
You are
have
busy.
anything.
And you're busy,
Yeah.
so nothing's really coming to mind because none of those brain juices are going in that direction anyway. And that's
I'm running like Hunter of the Reckoning, which
Yeah.
has been sort of my current passion.
Makes sense.
I think if I was gonna run D&D again, I would have to do something completely new
What would,
that I
what would
would
you
want
think?
to.
What do you mean by completely new? What do you think?
Like I'd have to feel like the burst of inspiration to make a new world or new lore, because like I've ran games in the Convergence for fucking nearly 10 years.
Uh-huh. Great campaign setting.
As like, yes, I'm very proud of it. It is my it's my baby. It's the world is like, it's fleshed out nearly 10,000 years of, like, it has 3 eras of campaigns.
You know, it would be a funny way to do a new world without changing the world. Push the campaign setting into a modern campaign setting.
Already did that.
You did that already, damn it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Already tried.
Did it work?
I ran no, it was because I tried to do Starfinder.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's a
This is the
future
only system
campaign,
that's really-
not modern. Future campaign.
Yeah, D&D just doesn't do modern, is the thing. And
I think
the
it
Convergence is,
can, but you have to really theme it around kind of superheroes, if anything.
yeah, I think Convergence is a D&D setting.
Yep.
It can't really do any other game systems and still function within its lore and its narrative.
That makes sense. I've done some modern or even future type campaign dealies before, and it's usually fun. It works out decently well as long as you have the theming proper. I've never.
I mean, your Wild West is like a gold era, a gold rush era setting.
What if you did a Wild West setting of Convergence?
I would have fucking copy you.
It would be an honor. It'd be hilarious. I would love to see fucking what's his name? Who's the god of artifice again? What's his name? Meraxis, just with like a handlebar mustache and a cowboy hat.
He does have the accent.
He already has the accent. It'd be really funny if like he over the Gold Rush era, like maybe like the cowboy era has lasted a long time, and it's like 300 years of cowboy era essentially for some reason, and like he has trained himself to no longer have the southern accent because he thinks it's really stupid now that everyone has one. So he just sounds like a regular
He
dude
just goes
now.
like a normal accent. Like I've taken a lot of years to rehabilitate my accent because everybody fucking sounds like me. It just caught on for some reason.
Exactly.
I have no idea why.
That'd be funny.
Probably one too many times getting bullied by his brother about it.
Right. Convergence in the Wild West type time period would be fucking fantastic.
Not fucking happening, dude.
Damn.
Straight up.
You should, man. You should. It'd be too fun. I think unlike a futuristic setting, I feel like Wild West fits D&D just fine. They have guns.
And also, like, confess one of the main reasons I don't have the motivation to GM that much anymore.
Sure.
Because I feel like in a lot of the groups I run, I don't get back what I put in. If you know what I mean?
I see what you mean. It's one of the reasons why I don't usually like DMing.
The thing with DMing is that, like, when I play, like, when I'm a player, I put a lot into my fucking characters and
Same.
like getting into character and trying to stay in the scene in the moment is kind of what I enjoy about it. This role playing is kind of my favorite part of these games. Even if it's like silly role play, as long as it's like in character. And a lot of the groups that I've run in the past tend to have difficulties either staying in character or immersing themselves. And like for like a lot of parties, that's fine. Like you're playing a game, you're in it to have fun. If roleplay isn't your thing, that's perfectly fine. I'm not judging anyone for like not being the fucking the drama student who wants to get into a character, get immersed and emotionally invested, and that's like perfectly fine.
Yep.
But it does wear on you when that's the experience you want to give and you want to be sort of in the moment, and there's a failure for reciprocation in a lot of cases.
I could probably see that with your like real life group to some extent, but the online group with like
Yeah.
lore and whatnot, I think they're pretty good. Other than Malachi doesn't really go into character very often. He's kind of the silent type, but everyone else
Yes,
is
but, like-
basically always in character.
Like Malachi's fine because he respects the moment when he's not in scene. He
Exactly.
just kind of stays quiet. He doesn't make 500 jokes or quippy comments. He's very respectful,
Yeah.
and I like that about him because like I do wish he'd sometimes assert himself, and I'd like that's fine. It's his play style. He likes to have his he likes to wait for his turn and then have his moment, and that's all good. I like that. I think that's one of the things that makes him very unproblematic to deal with,
Yeah.
and makes it very easy to write things for him because you can always, he will always either when he's interested and there's a moment of quiet, he'll engage, and it's always a perfect moment for him to engage. He never takes inopportune moments to insert himself into scenes or moments. He's very good at it
Yeah.
when his character has something they can add. But like Jost and James are very much they're guilty of being unable to stay in the moment in a lot of cases, and that's like, again, it's not like something you can judge people for because it's just a person thing. It's not something that's wrong with you. It just is it's an observation.
Yep. I can see it more so with James than Jost, but Jost does have that a lot, depending.
Yeah, like Jost is very good at being creative within the setting, and he very much is the guy that if you want someone to press the big red button, he's always going to press the big red button, and that's kind of fun a lot of times if you want those moments. But there's always
you just
that
have
moment.
to have a sign next to the big red button that says "Do it or no balls," and he'll do it.
Yes, and I think that's fun because he's always like he's an instigator. James is similar, but James will sometimes erroneously press buttons that are relevant,
Yeah.
and that can very much disrupt or stop things. I want to again preface this: none of these things are inherently wrong or flaws about a person. These are just
course.
observations and like things as a DM that you take note of, and that for me have been like these are character traits that are like charming enough in themselves and are just okay, but they get as tropes, they get old over time.
What about my tropes? What tropes of mine bug you?
I think in a lot of cases, you when there is quiet moments, you tend to just look for things to just get stronger and stronger and stronger. Like
Yeah, for
I
Yuta,
think-
definitely. In other campaigns, that didn't really happen. Like for example, with my orcish character, that didn't happen. But Yuta was
with
the type of character where I felt that
Yuta's
was kind
the
of
only
appropriate.
one. Yuta's the only one where like this was the kind of thing that bugged me. Honestly, overall, I think I don't really have any notes. I think both you and Laura are very good role players and staying sort of in the moment.
That's good.
Definitely think that the two of you are. I think Laura's better at getting in more in depth in a character, but is worse with mechanics. Meanwhile, you're the inverse.
I'm worse at
you're
getting into
mechanically-
character. My problem
It
with
takes
getting
you a
into,
while to get into characters.
It does. It takes me like a number of sessions before I really understand the character that I'm playing, especially
Yeah.
when I'm entering a new world. If it's a world that I'm like, for example, if you went back to the Convergence, I could make a character that is easily immersive into, because I know that world. If that makes sense.
Yes.
But for like a new world, new setting, new whatever, that's the harder part, right? Because it's hard to really make a character that feels like they've lived in the world when you don't know that world.
Yes, I agree with that. And I think it's fine to take a couple sessions to get into your character. And that's not a flaw, it's just a thing.
Yeah, in my opinion,
I mean, I'm the same. It takes me a while to fully push up my characters.
for sure. I think a good way to do a campaign setting would be to do a series of one shots, like a mini campaign of like 5 sessions with a throwaway group of characters. So the players get to know the world, and then you have your actual characters that you make.
I mean, a new thing I've started doing is doing like 2-hour session zeros with people individually to let them get into their characters and more of their backstories and who they were, where they've been, what got them to where they are.
You need a DM again, then, man. That way you can actually do that. When you have an idea,
that's what I do in modern settings. I did it with all my hunter group. I had all of session zeros for them to like how they became hunters.
Oh yeah.
And like there are moments of engaging with the supernatural. And I think session zeros, like role-playing session zeros, has been very important.
I agree with
For like
that.
my real life group, it doesn't really matter because they're all like they're autistic like numbers and powers gamers, and that's fine. But like for me,
They're all power gamers, okay.
it's just I get bored of it so quickly.
Of course.
It's kind of the main things that made me lose interest in like long-term DMing in my real life group. Is why I keep rotating out so quickly and often.
That
So I'd
makes
rather
sense.
just play, because at least in that sense I can stay true to my own character. Because I try to get super into character. I don't know if you fucking noticed with the D&D group, the D&D campaign that Xeem ran. I was the only one with like a really in-depth character, and the other characters that were in-depth because I dragged them kicking and screaming into having a story.
And then you had my guy come in just being a flamboyant asshole.
Yeah. Jost's character was literally just a fucking sentient blob of blood until I helped him forge a narrative of being a split part of my own character's soul that independently became their own person. And then that discovery of becoming your own person and redefining yourself.
And that's fun.
Yes.
I would have
But
loved
that,
to
I
have
don't think there
been.
would have been anything.
I would have loved to have been in that campaign from the beginning, because I could have made a more interesting character than essentially Steward, that just is kind of crazy from being alive for too long.
I agree, and I think if you'd been there with me to sort of like back me up on the role playing thing, I think they would have gotten to their characters being actual characters a lot fucking sooner.
Yep. Because you and I, when we're role playing at the same time in a campaign, we kind of back each other up really well.
Yeah, it's why I like to tie my characters to yours, because it's very easy for me to like bounce off you with roleplay. Like in Lore's game, Tanaf.
Abu and Aaron.
Yeah, fucking all of your characters in Aaron, like Anais and Aaron and Abu and
Jack.
Aaron were a very good combo. Yeah,
Even Jack
Like,
and Aaron
like-
liked each other, which was weird.
Like I think Abu was a very person to like
Abu was a
help
person.
Aaron become a more. Abu was a good person to make Aaron more mellowed out and more wise.
Yep.
Because Aaron was kind of a dumbass.
He was
And
always.
that's part of his character. Yeah, I mean, like he is still a dumbass, but he's a more he's more worldly and more intuitive because of Abu.
Yep.
Because Aaron was very much designed to like the whole concept of Aaron was here is this incredibly dark backstory with this very edgy character who's actually just kind of like a bumbling moron who's also kind of a nice dude. That it was supposed to be the flip dichotomy of like, oh, I make this edgy character with white hair who died in his backstory. You'd think a douchebag would come out of that, but instead he's like, oh no, I'm doing perfectly fine. How you doing, mate? Want to go out for a drink? And he was just this bubbly and nice dude, and I love that change. But without the sort of revenge narrative, that because he was deeply passionate, he had high charisma, so he had to be deeply passionate.
He did kind of get into a revenge narrative towards the end, though, a little bit. Nothing like
no, towards
cringe.
the middle.
Towards the middle, yeah, you're right. It wasn't like cringe, but it was felt right.
But he never would have grown if it wasn't for characters like Abu, who was more of like, oh no, you should actually travel the world and see it for what it is, instead of your small circle, because you're a small country bumpkin, and Abu was a fucking international diplomat.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a very good growing moment, and it also sort of helped that journey of letting Eren be a bit more carefree and not be so like burdened by like this mission. Because the second he learned that he had left something behind, he became overburdened by that mission, and like forgot how to relax and actually enjoy the little things.
And Ace was an overbearing child, and that helped with that particular. It was like a grounding moment, kind of.
Yes. And I think those moments are like, those are the moments I like about D&D. Like, overarching narrative is cool. Combat is cool and fun. But if I feel like I'm not actually in a character, I might as well just be fucking playing a video game.
Right.
You get what I mean?
I'd rather if I wanted to do a bunch of damage all at once, I'd play Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, and when I sit down to do a tabletop game, I want to not be me for a moment.
Yep.
I play video games. I min-max things in my video games, and I fight bosses in video games. I want to be an entirely different person who is far removed from me, personality-wise, who's having entirely different experiences. And the problem with a lot of the groups that either we're currently in, or like especially like my real life group, is that that's just not present.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm DMing, which is I'm immersing myself in my own world and trying to tell this kind of story for other people and have them immerse themselves in characters, and they're just not immersing themselves, and what the fuck am I doing it for?
Right.
Why bother? Why should I immerse myself? Why should I put in the effort?
Might as well have a drink and just fucking relax, you know what I mean?
Because DMing is a lot of effort.
It is.
It's a fuck ton of effort.
It absolutely is.
Even if you don't have a million notes, it requires effectively putting yourself in a improvisational mindset that requires quite a lot of effort.
This is why when I'm DMing for the group here for streaming, which we're gonna do at some point soon-ish, we're gonna. My wife is the co-DM. She won't be here most of the sessions, but she's gonna help me set everything up and know the world and kind of get into character and everything. So there's that.
Yeah, and I think like for like a streaming game, if like a bi-weekly thing,
it's either gonna be bi-weekly. It's either gonna be bi-weekly or every third week, depending on when everyone can make it.
I want it to be clear that like I'm perfectly fine with people like I'm not looking for fucking like everyone to be like a theater kid, because that's unrealistic expectations on other people. But like if I'm DMing, it is grating if I don't get like even medium effort in people.
I can't
playing
tell
their
you.
characters.
I can't tell you how. We know how Aeon's gonna be, because
she's very good.
She's very good. So you know you can bounce off her. I don't know how Bunny will be. I think Bunny will be good. I don't know how Kara will be at all. And Paper Bag / Jane. Perfectly up in the air. I have no fucking clue other than the fact that she wanted to play a dog. Which usually isn't a good sign for roleplay. But who knows? I feel like Bunny will be.
Bunny was like a dog.
No, that was Jane. That was Paper Bag. Bunny hasn't given me any indication of what she wants to play yet. She's only ever played D&D twice, I believe.
It's perfect. It's fine.
So I have no idea where she'll land in terms of D&D type gameplay. I think that she'll be a pretty good role player just based on the RPGs we've played together, because whenever I play like Deltarune or Undertale, I have her on here and she voices characters. I think she'll be perfectly fine in D&D. If she puts the amount of effort that she puts into doing that, despite the dick and ball jokes, I think that she'll be very much in character.
Just immerse yourself in the whimsy of being someone that is not you.
Yeah.
Like that's perfect. And like that, I know it sounds like it's not a lot.
It is,
but
for
a lot
some
of people don't even a lot of people don't do even that. And again, if that's sort of game you want to run or want to play in, that's fine. Perfectly fine. I'm not pissing on someone else's fun.
Right. Also, welcome back, Andy.
It isn't my type of fun.
Understandable.
And I can't run that type of game and have fun.
No.
I need to do the wacky little characters, like either my serious villains with a lot of motivations or reasons to do what they do, or they're just unabashedly evil, or I need to do the funny little shopkeeper who has 150 years and maybe is schizophrenic.
Chartreuse.
I fucking love characters like Chartreuse. That's just like, it's just chef's kiss. It's perfect. It's exactly the shit I'm looking for. I love those type of characters.
Yeah, Chartreuse was pretty good. I thought of him ahead of the campaign. I thought the characters would like him. I thought the players would like him. Fucking quirky ass shrunken head of a character.
I fucking like. That's my chef's kiss favorite sort of like just NPCs and characters. So the sort of thing that's like, oh, this setting is perfectly like normal within fantasy, and then you see this fucking guy, and it's like, I love it. This is perfect.
I mean, you take the logical extreme of being in D&D Wild West Louisiana, and where voodoo is, you're gonna find a shrunken head for an NPC, of course.
Exactly.
You got to take it to the logical extreme, and that's what's gonna happen in D&D.
In the same vein, you have the God of Artifice, who fought in a war of ancient past and betrayed the side he was on because he realized he was doing things wrong, only to be redeemed by a group of fucking morons who were trying to make their best of a world they didn't understand and needed a guide desperately.
Yep.
Also, a very a NPC I really liked fleshing out, because I genuinely, in the first moments you encountered him, thought that you would see him all at once and then never talk to him again.
Instead, he became our best friend.
Yes,
Essentially.
and
To his
one of the
chagrin, I
main
think.
reasons. He vibes, but it's like also became the catalyst for some of the most powerful magical objects in your possession.
Fucking baseball bat. If you ever go back into that campaign, if Yuta's alive, he's not someone the players want to fight. Ever.
No.
No.
One of the main reasons I realized the convergence was fucking ridiculous in terms of power scale, because you have everything from Farmer Joe with 4 hit points to Yuta who one-shots a fucking Tarrasque.
He did one-shot a Tarrasque once, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I don't think it was one shot. I think it took him 2 attacks.
It was one round.
It was 1 round, yeah. It took two swings of a bat to kill that Tarrasque, yeah.
Yeah, which is insane, by the way.
Yeah, bitch stuff right there. Bitch stuff. It took too many hits for me to kill that Tarrasque. He should have done it in 1.
Also, same campaign setting that had its moon made into somebody's face and then exploded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. D&D is peak for sure, Ant.
Yeah. Do it for 10 years and you'll see people do some shit.
Yeah.
Like use their magic items to break the laws of physics and cause wild magic to occur that causes the moon to be shaped like their own face.
Which is unfortunate.
Yes. Or bathe themselves in melted butter to seal a pact with an archfey.
My favorite. That was a very interesting character choice he made.
Yes. So multi-class out of swashbuckler rogue to become an archfey warlock, which isn't actually that stupid of a multi-class.
No. It's not the strongest warlock ever, but I mean, it's not bad. And I think it does kind of fit rogue.
Yeah, I think warlock isn't a bad multi-class for. It's not like peak optimalness, but there are some eldritchifications that could synergize. I think.
You want to see a D&D game where an NPC is in the party's group, and at the end they reveal they're the final boss the whole time? It's a fun.
I've done that.
It's a fun trope to have that kind of thing happen. Problem being, I don't usually like introducing NPCs that stick around the party the whole time. I don't want the insert my player character into the group here, and I'm the DM.
I agree. The problem is, for the game I currently run on my Saturdays, they fucking love bringing NPCs with them, and I'm like, guys, I'm gonna have to take turns with them, and they're like, yes, that's fine. We love them and want them with us. And it's like, okay. Let me alleviate this by having you roll for them instead of me doing it, just that there's not so much dead turn. It became such a massive fucking problem that during one of the games, they brought 3 NPCs that were part of a thieves guild that they had helped.
Yeah.
And they'd become kind of friends with them. And they brought them in to fight a beholder, and 2 of them got disintegrated by the beholder in front of them, with 1 main guild member surviving and having PTSD from the event.
Of course.
And they felt so bad about it.
You gotta flick them in the nose somehow, right?
Yeah, and they felt so guilty because, to be fair, also one of them died.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Was it the one you expected to die?
Yes and no, because literally before the fight, the player had a conversation with me. It's because we ended right before before we started the fight, because they kind of knew what they were getting into. They had an idea it was a beholder because they were level 7.
That's not
and
great.
I was like, you have an inkling this is a beholder, and they were like, fuck it, we bring NPCs with us, fuck it, we ball, we out action economy it, we win these. And I was like, you just so we're clear, all of you are seasoned D&D players, you know what a beholder is. And they're like, yep, we know exactly what we're getting into, we know the dangers. They said this before and after. I had a conversation with one of the players. It's like, wouldn't it be really funny if my character got died due to disintegration beams? I'm like, no, that wouldn't really be that funny. That would probably just be really sad. But we have different opinions on what's funny. He's the one that gets hit with the disintegration beam and gets reduced to 0. Because of fucking course he is.
That's good. That's good.
So he gets hit by it. And these are players that are really emotionally invested in their characters. So he's having some I'm not just gonna he's not just gonna get Thanos snapped out of it. He's gonna have a final stand. The game had a final stand mechanic, where basically if you die in the middle of combat, you stay for the rest of the combat encounter, but at the end of it you're gonna die. So you get to wiggle the rules around a bit. You don't have to worry about spell slots or your resources. You just kind of do whatever the fuck you want. And he spent the entire remainder of the fight basically bending the rules of counterspell to counterspell the different eye rays, just to keep people alive. And he saved 2 more characters from disintegration by doing this. And his last words was literally, even in the end, I still managed to surprise myself. And just faded to ashes, and I'm like, God damn it, man. Why would you do this to me? You motherfucker. So out of the whole group of like 9 people that went in to fight that beholder, which I had to give more health, by the way, because they did a beholder's health in like fucking 2 turns.
Of course.
Because they're players, right?
You told me that group is power gamers for sure.
They're not power gamers. These are the ones that like actually do deep roleplay.
Okay. I'm wrong.
But they got through it. 9 went in, 6 left.
Well, 7 left. I'm sorry, players. My bad. Including the 2 that died.
Yeah, because they would.
Duh. I'm stupid.
Yeah. Oh no, it was 8 because there was 5 player characters, 1 of which died, and then 2 of the NPCs that they brought in died.
Yeah.
And, like, I couldn't have the NPCs to be too consequential either, because like they were like CR 3 to 5, because they were previous enemies they had fought but chosen to spare because of the entire fight they had was a misunderstanding. So like I knew for a fact that they should not have gone for this early, and it wasn't a time rush either. They were not in a rush to go fight this beholder. It was hidden away in the city of Starosa, you know, the Age of Apotheosis capital of the Silvan Empire.
Yeah.
And they were just like, no, we're gonna go do it now. We're feeling pretty confident. We've got decent enough magic items. We don't really want to pursue any other leads before we do this. I'm like, I made it so fucking clear. You have every reason to believe this is a beholder because of your studies of how the first time you visited the lair was like, the strange cut-offs of your magical items and objects. You know how beholder lairs have like weird tunnels that go in odd directions because they can fly, right? These strange anti-magics. I mean, heck, the Horizon Walker was an expert in aberrations, so he kind of knew what he was getting in for.
But they wanted the ball, I understand.
They wanted the ball, and I had to respect it. And in the end, they got him. They did get him. They just happened to lose one of them.
Yep. What is the dumbest yet best character we've seen in D&D? James's character. Fucking Alden, yeah. Fucking son of a bitch, Alden. I can't believe he survived the whole campaign.
He really shouldn't have.
He should not have. He should have died early. But from a combination,
he did die during the fight against the Dracolich, didn't he?
He almost died. He went down, but he didn't lose all his HP, or he didn't fail all his death.
I think he did, because I'm pretty sure I revivified him afterwards.
It might have been Revivify that brought him back, but he was alive by the end. He's the one who should have died multiple times over for sure. But through a combination of lore not bringing in player characters that are missing from the group at the time, and his own luck, he was able to avoid death the entire campaign with that shitter of a character.
To be fair, I didn't help, because I actively helped him stay alive a lot of times.
I mean, it's kind of how you would do it, right? Your characters are friends, despite the player character being like, "God damn, this fucking NPC of a character." You're still gonna help them because your character is friends with that character. You know what I mean? Even if you, as the player character, are like, "Yeah, I fucking hate this guy."
Yeah, because Aaron liked Alden. I thought Alden was the dumbest fucking character ever.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the current dynamic of my character and Victor. My character loathes Victor with like every fiber of his being. If Victor was in peril and about to die, and it didn't seem like it would be his own fault to let him fucking die, my guy would very strongly consider letting him die, because that guy is going to get a lot of people killed, and my guy knows it. He's like, there's no this person is dangerous and shouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there are ways John would feel similar, but like John is right now John doesn't care about desecration or
No.
John has a very narrow moral compass, which is basically just don't betray those who trust you. And it takes a lot to build up those who trust you. John doesn't trust a lot of people. It's just like, if you are in the trust circle, you don't betray that person.
Who in the party does John actually trust?
John trusts Wayne and as in like fully trust, it's Wayne and Nazine.
Makes sense. My guy trusts John, and that's about it. Everyone else is like, he hasn't really had much in terms of like bonding with any of the other characters at all. You know what I mean? They've been traveling companions this whole time. That's about the gist of it. They've never had any deep conversations. They never gotten to know one another outside of their names, essentially. The other characters in the group probably
really do that. Meanwhile, I actively try to like. I made the fucking guy who doesn't remember shit, and I'm fleshing out and making him a person, and it's like, God damn it! where is this in other people? I want more of it. I want other people to do it.
And my guy is getting fleshed out too, being more religious. It's just the difference is our two characters' motivations are so different that they don't really like they're good friends and they've known each other since before the campaign started and they can bounce off each other really well. But that doesn't mean that they're too. They have parallel story arcs. They're not converging story arcs. They're not gonna meet in the middle anywhere. I don't think. Very unlikely.
I think so because of a very specific reason, but I'm not going to tell you because it's backstory things that John doesn't remember. In character, like John doesn't know why he still sticks with the party. There's a psychological reason why he's doing it that he doesn't quite realize. Because like otherwise, why the fuck would he stick with these bumblefucks? They are a complete antithesis to his methods.
Especially Wayne.
Yes. And there's a very particular reason why he sticks to Wayne. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because it will come up.
Okay, interesting.
But it is deeper than just Wayne is the first person he saw.
Which means that if Wayne dies at some point, it becomes more interesting for your character in some way.
I would have to twist really hard to see why he would bother protecting the rest, because he doesn't really. It's worth mentioning that like trust doesn't mean he cares about people, because John doesn't really care about anyone
except for Wayne.
Yes, for a reason that
he doesn't even know.
John doesn't know.
That makes sense.
But I don't know if I
secret gay lovers from a previous life. Got it.
Exactly.
I knew it. Of course.
But for like, I made it very clear early on that John doesn't really care about the lives of innocents or the consequences of the everyday person. If he's involved in it and he's directly benefiting, he will always give something back, because he he's neutral. He believes in give and take. Like if you are benefiting from somebody else, it is your responsibility to give back, right?
And Wayne started
if you
out
buy something, you pay for something.
Exactly. And Wayne started out neutral, if not leaning towards evil, and now he's lawful good. You know what I mean?
But like we're doing a lot of things that are just for the greater good. Like if you think about it, the Tormentors are a whole they are a greater evil.
Yeah, for sure.
Realistically, people like us shouldn't be dealing with it.
No.
John doesn't know why. John doesn't know why he cares. The only reason he has any sort of inclination to be like, no, we should just leave this, is because we are kind of responsible for releasing them in the first place.
Wayne.
So John is thinking this is kind of our fault.
I don't think Wayne realizes that they're as big a threat as he realizes they're a really big threat. He doesn't realize that they're the people that are setting out to deal with that threat. You know what I mean?
John realized it because in John's concept, it's the neutrality of like, oh no, we unleashed this. We should at least be active participants in cleaning our own mess.
And in
'Cause
Wayne's
this is
mind,
kind of our fault.
in Wayne's mind, it was like, okay, these things were in areas that
In
were
bumfuck nowhere, yeah.
in the middle of nowhere, in off-beaten paths, unprotected, unknown to them. They're so
No warning.
ancient, no warning, so ancient that no one knows about them. If they were so important and so detrimental to the world, people would
They
have
would have been involved.
they would have known. They
Yeah.
there would have been something. So anything
Like-
that happened in that releasing of them could have been anyone. It didn't matter that it was them.
And I agree with that out of character, but John is like, John is like, oh well, we open the floodgates, even if the floodgates were really fucking obvious and easily accessible to literally fucking anyone unguarded, to where any bumfuck adventurer or God forbid a hunter accidentally coming across these places could have just opened this shit up.
Yep.
And like that is like out of character. Not really our fault if you
No.
think about it. It was not made clear at all what was in there.
Which
It
is-
was like it was a sign outside. Is like, great evil lie restrained here. Turn back. It was like, okay, if we go in here and release this, this is entirely our fucking fault.
Yeah, it was
Like,
it was
this
written
is-
in red letters on the goddamn door, but it wasn't. So Wayne
didn't
is
say glass building on the front, right? Like we just walked in and there was no real signs. It's like, I understand Wayne's logic, and I agree with Wayne's logic, but to John, it's like you open the door, you should close it again.
Oh, yeah.
right?
and Wayne's logic is perfectly sound. So like, he doesn't see himself as the bad guy. He doesn't see himself as the person who opened the floodgates. And his whole rationale is, okay, we're kind of too close to where these things got released. I kind of want to get as far away from here as possible, as quickly as possible. And in order to do that, I need stronger gears so I can help myself and people that I care about survive. At this point in time, it's just John essentially.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't
And, I
really
do think-
he doesn't really give a rat's ass about anyone else in the party. Maybe Tograz slightly. And
I do
only
think,
because he thinks it's kind of rad that he can turn into animals.
That's true. I do think with Wayne as well. Wayne's like, "Oh, we should leave." John's like, "No, we released them. Like, we should at least have a hand in cleaning it up." Like, I do think John will twist Wayne's hand on it using the thing of like, Pyre wouldn't want you to just abandon this and let these people spread darkness all over the world, right?
And I'd be like, that is true. But if Pyre wanted
But
me to
fuck
deal
you.
with it, I would have been given a prophecy, wouldn't I have?
He gets a prophecy next time he goes to sleep.
Right.
After saying that.
That would be very funny. And then Wayne would wake up and of course you don't sleep. So you'd see Wayne get up in bed and just go,
Look over as like, God damn it.
he wouldn't even look you. He would just like look down and just go, fuck. You know?
Just like looked at his hands. John's looking at him like, visions. And Wayne like,
No.
fuck, God damn it.
No, you'd
no.
be like visions. You'd be like, no. I don't know what you're fucking
No.
talking about. There were no visions as his hair catches on fire.
Like, Pyre tried to seal them, didn't he? No.
No, Pyre didn't tell me shit, and his hair gets even more on fire.
That's exactly what's gonna fucking happen.
That'd be very funny, yeah. If Pyre gave me a vision, let him smite me now as I completely set a light on fire. And you go, uh-huh, and I go, this proves nothing.
This could have been anything.
This could have been any fire.
Turns into golden fire.
You're like, uh-huh. I'm like, helium.
Chemical reaction.
Chemical reaction, yeah. There must be a helium leak nearby. I thought my voice sounded a little squeaky.
Yeah, sure.
That's so silly. Although I do feel like Wayne will probably die before anything happens. Like specifically, we're still pretty low level, and these combats have been pretty fucky. I have been lucky to survive so far.
Oh, same. I'm surprised. Like in a lot of cases, lore just didn't finish me off when I was unconscious.
I feel like he doesn't like doing that. But he should, because that makes sense for bad guys to finish you off.
I do it if the villains are smart. I'm fucking evil sometimes.
Oh, no, I know. The only time Wayne has gone
You-
down in combat, I believe, was the one that you weren't there, and it was in an arena. Fucking lore rolled 30 damage and downed me instantly.
Do you remember Taurus Powered killing Banef in Wild Shape?
Yes.
Yeah, and then trying to disintegrate his body?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the sort of like endgame supervillain shit I do with my players if my villains are smart.
I remember. I know it. It's the type of shit that Zed would do too if he was actually acting for evil stuff. In fact, Zed should definitely be one of your next main villains if you ever go back to that particular universe, because he's kind of terrifying now.
I agree. I still remember that fight when like I was trying to cast a disintegrate and you just went, oh fuck no, and cast the fucking counter spell as Sheneb.
Yeah.
Because second I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna cast disintegrate on Banef's dead body to make sure you're gonna need true resurrection to bring his ass back.
And Zed was like, no, that's not happening.
I think that is it's the last time I really had fun with a villain in that group, because Taurus was just such a fucking menace.
Mm-hmm. I have no clue how Zed could be seen as a main villain in a campaign, but I know he easily could be.
You'd have to be the looming like antediluvian background threat.
Probably. Because
like those villains are fine. I don't think they can be main villains because
he's an optional.
For me,
villain.
at least, main villains have to be. They have to be deeply personal to the players.
And
Otherwise,
Zed
why
wouldn't
the
do
fuck
anything
would
personal to the
care?
players, I don't think.
No, he never would, because that would be inviting problems, and
Yep.
Zed doesn't invite problems.
No.
He eliminates problems.
That's right. If there's a problem, it's no longer a problem because it doesn't exist anymore.
or I
that's the whole
forgot
point.
that ever existed.
That's right. Like for example, when we went to that alternate world, Zed was like, "Okay, this is a problem. Let's just destroy the whole thing."
Yeah. Also, like the alternate version of like when you had to destroy the alternate reality and you fought a variant of Zed, it was so fast that he just went, "Oh no, I'm just bailing on this reality. Actually, I'm not going to help these people till the very end."
You mean Insane Zed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Insane Zed was instilled with that particular that was Sane Zed's failsafe when he was younger and before the insanity seeped in fully. He basically cast a curse on himself that made it so no matter what, your whole goal is survival.
Even at the detriment of everyone else, even your allies. Right?
You don't have
It's
allies. You are your own ally. You need to survive so
Yep.
I can survive. He instilled his normal mindset into a being that shouldn't have that mindset ever, which makes him dangerous.
Yep.
Which
I
means
remember
actually, you know what?
learning this.
That actually makes Insane Zed a very good antagonist to a campaign because he fucked off to another reality.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a 30th level antediluvian madness sage. He's probably, other than Sane Zed, one of the more dangerous things in the multiverse. You're shifting
Yeah.
the cum factories over, Kraz? Excellent.
Oh, the cum factory.
Yeah.
I did like the one time I ran like Zed as an enemy when you were not present, when I was doing like a one-shot thing for Carvel playing Constantine, when he was like they were attempting to assassinate him.
Yeah.
And all Zed did was try to get close enough to he tried to kill the Emperor. Nearly succeeded, but then he was like in melee with the Emperor of the Silver One Empire and Constantine. He was like, no. So his next course of action when he was revealed, to like the detriment of all other allies in the assassination attempt, was placing Maddening Darkness and then fucking off.
That's a very valid Zed tactic. Absolutely.
Yes, because he was in melee with a 20th level paladin.
Yeah, he's not dealing with that.
Exactly. So he accidentally fucked over the other allies that was with him in the assassination attempt by placing that Maddening Darkness. And I remember, like, in character, like, having to do, like, Nevarran's roleplay was like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, I don't have True Sight cast, you blibbering idiot.
Right.
But yeah, that was a whole thing. I do think Insane. Like, I had some ideas. There was even like a plot line for Insane Zed in my in the game I ran with one of my groups.
Yeah.
But it was one of 3 paths for like a very early start of the story, and it was one of the paths they didn't take.
Right.
So I was very saddened because they went for one of the other paths, and it then branched out to their main storyline, right? Zed was one of the paths to the main storyline because Zed was tied to Cronoa, who was their initial main antagonist. And Zed was going to be sort of like the line towards it. I don't think they were going to be able to kill him because he was
Kinda
very
squirrely.
much his own contingencies. Yes.
Yeah.
Literally, the first implement was of the rumors of a serial killer by the name of Zed who had broken into somebody's home and stolen their eyes
That makes sense. That
with a
tracks.
spoon.
With a spoon?
Yes.
That tracks. To be fair, if Zed was a main antagonist for a group, it wouldn't like Insane Zed. It would totally make sense because he would easily become someone that's Krez. That's a character I played. I played Zed. It was for a one shot. He was an insane warlock who collected eyes. It was his whole motivation.
A robe of eyes.
He had a robe of eyes that was only magical because he kept replacing all the eyes that would rot off of the robe of eyes.
It was horrifying.
It was disgusting. So if a campaign centered around Zed, it would make perfect sense as a villain because he's a megalomaniac. It's just getting to the point where you could actually fight the man. Like, you'd have to fight him multiple times because he's going to get away multiple times.
Yes.
So
Or perform possessions.
It would be a very interesting fight because it wouldn't be like a single. You'd get to the point where you want to fight the main big bad and you can't yet because he's gonna get away. You need to have precautions. Now, thank you guys for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow here on Twitch. I stream every single day. Thank you for coming, Link.
You?
I love having long Dungeons and Dragons conversations, especially about Zed.
You're welcome, you fucking dweeb.
D&D sounds cool as fuck. It is. You can do what you want, and it's very good. I played a very evil character, and now he's terrifying. He's now a very high-level threat in any time Link ever wants to run that campaign world again. In fact, there's 2 of them now. There's an insane one and a sane one, and they're both dangerous. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. We're gonna go ahead and raid. Don't forget to I don't know,